Hi, Hobbit. Hello, hello. These are the logs of a walking man. Huh? Generator, that's what I need. Okay. I need to be here. That there, that there. That's not my chat. This is my chat. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Hi, Juice. Hi, Pixel. That there. Uh-oh. Hi, Leon. Redeemed Chibi. You got it. Oh my god, I'm so fucking small. Handlebars? Puntlin, hello, Pixel. Okay, I need to set up the last camera. You know what weirds me out when I'm chibi? The camera is fucking huge. Like, the little camera puck, it's just, like, ginormous. Tiny and so freaking cute. Can you guys see? Pin 2. Flying. If I put this here, and I put personal mirror, I put this in front of me. And then I do this, and I make it so that you can see UI. Okay, okay. Can you guys see the camera? No. You can't see the camera in the mirror. Mask. UI. Okay. Oh, why have I got that lean? I shouldn't be leaning like that. Grr. Hi, Ganna. Oh my god, everything's grabbing to my hands because I'm... Dude, I saw other people talking about this, but lately in VR chat, like, you get on, and, like, your hands just want to do this. And you have to, like, sit there and fucking calibrate. I forgot about this. Ooh. It's the menu. You kind of saw it destroy there. High Logitech 999. I think I'm at 298. I think I'm almost at 300. Look away for 2 seconds and he's a pancake. Joke's on you. My hands can't do that. Oh no. Chinchilla model win? Absolutely never. We're already pushing enough buttons having this fucking thing here. There. We're up there. Mask. World. Anchor. Local. Pins. 1. Okay. Think he'll update this model? Absolutely never. No. Not a chance. Because I did none of the work on this model. I have all the files for it. No, I don't see myself updating because I didn't work on it at all. So it probably wouldn't be too difficult to like bring it up in Unity and like make some edits if I really wanted to, but like I don't even know what I would want to do with it. I can't, like, do any clothes things with it. There's nothing that would be, like, fitted to this model. Well, there might be, but I fucking doubt it. I don't know what I would even want to do with this model. I made, well, I didn't really make a lot of progress with Miltina. I did work on it yesterday, however, and I was really close to uploading. I was actually, if I could, I was going to walk with it today. You can do a chibi Miltina. Just let it have a bobblehead with a mini body. Here's the problem with the Miltina avatar. Its animation type, its rig type, is non-humanoid. I have no idea why. I know how to fix this. You go into the FBX and you set that to rig type humanoid. You set it to not generic so that it can also be humanoid. And then in Unity, you have a drop down to select humanoid. For whatever reason, when I do that with the FBX, when I go to the outfit, I can't change it from non-humanoid. What? How in the world? I honestly don't know. And here's how I know I am doing it right. Because I was sitting with Oku this morning, who's the one who taught me all of this. He's like, oh yeah, just do this and do that, and then you do this. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then it was still broken. We were just like, I guess close Unity and launch it again? That didn't fix it. So, I have no idea what to do here. I was kind of hoping, hi Joe. I was kind of hoping I run that by like you and Micaiah and maybe Eris, and like one of you goes, oh, I've encountered this error before. Hi Leo, hi Yulind. Nice Tim the Toolman impression. Let's start stretching. I'll be honest, I have zero clue. I love this Moogle. I just throw away the whole project and start again. Don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. Oh. Barely? Barely what? There's probably a way to fix it. Now that GTA isn't launching this year, Yulind's Miltina is the most hyped game update of 2025. This is my first time seeing you so close to the start time. Aw, yawning. Sometimes I go through my intro really fast and I start at 35 minutes. Sometimes I'm really slow and it takes me an hour. We are at 9:08 and we have done one singular leg lift with each leg. So at this rate, we're not going fast. That's just how I work. This is my first time 2025. Use more of a Starfire than a Raven. Starfire, Yulind when? So here's the thing, Leon. Of the Teen Titans, there is Starfire, there is Raven. However, there is also Wasp, there is also Terra, there is also Blackfire. Oh. Hi, Heal for Cash. Hi, Wrath. Hi, Violet. Terra, though. If I were to do a DC character outfit, it might be Starfire. I really like Blackfire, but, you know, not in like a, oh, I see myself wearing that outfit. Blackfire's just a baddie and fucking hot. Terra, oh, I feel so fucking bad about Terra. Terra is like, she's so cool and you want her to do well and be happy, and she just keeps fucking up. I'm completely self-taught, so if restarting is easier, I personally do that. Close to the hour than not. Fun. This is the problem I always run into with Howlon. You have to recreate and rebind the bone to the rig profile amount. Oh, hi, good morning, Wave. What the heck, Yulind? Terra, though. Hi. What, Violet? What? Terra? Not like this. Terra love nerd. And there's not also Blackfire, but there is Jinx. Yeah, but Jinx's hair is really fucking stupid. You're right, there is Jinx, and Jinx is a great character. But man, her hair is fucking stupid. Hi, Global. Yulind wants to fuck DC Deadpool confirmed. DC Deadpool. DC Deadpool. Are you just saying Slade? Are you just being funny there? Deathstrike or whatever his name is. Slade in Teen Titans. Deathstrike in most DC things. To call him Deadpool? Personality-wise, he's nothing like Deadpool. Hi, Broily. Hi, Dehi. How long do you plank during warm-up again? 3 minutes. You can't see my fingers because they are in front of my face. 3 minutes. I know, ... such a hater. Hello, cute, adorable, fluffy, chibi, chubby. Chubby! Deadpool did rip off Deathstrike. Don't get me started on the fact Slade is not the DC equivalent of Deadpool. DC Deadpool. I hate it. I hate it. How much for 4 minutes? No amount. That's one of the things that's like, this is my rhythm. This is my, like, setup. I don't like people changing my setup. I don't like it when people are like, you should do this. And it's like, no, I like what I'm doing. Sportsmaster over Deathstrike. True. True. I need to keep stretching. You guys got me fucking talking DC heroes. Do a plank when we get there, Wrath. Ugh. LOL. Ugh. Of the DC girls, I do really like Starfire. I like Raven, but like I don't see myself in like relating to Raven in any capacity. Wins handstand? Fucking never. Halen, you should continue doing exactly what you've been doing. While I was in Europe, I did very little fitness stuff. Took it easy so far this week. Chibi Yulind is okay, but Chubby is not. I'm not gonna throw a fit over being called chubby, but at the same time, I'm like, why would you call me chubby? No! You're probably right, Hobbit. The best thing is probably to completely start over with the project, which sounds really bad. It's like, oh man, I've worked in this project for like 10 hours. But I'll have assets that I can just bring over. It won't be like the end of the world. I technically just told you what he should do with the stream. Yeah, I was like, do I get sassy with this or do I just move on? I probably create another project. What I probably do is update the SDK and everything, start a new project, take screenshots of all my settings, because I have messed with the face quite a bit for Miltina's face. It still very much looks like Miltina, but oh, you like being chubby? I guess so. No, I don't like being chubby. I just said I don't like being chubby. Or just have both projects open side by side. Oh, you got assets, all right? What the heck? We're at lunges. We're at lunges. I was doing that yesterday. What was I doing that for? Oh yeah, I was doing all the armature link, the animation stuff, all that stuff, and I had my Kuronatu project and my Miltina project and side by side, and I was like, okay, do this, and this. You guys worked very hard and has made amazing progress. Very inspiring. Thank you. Doesn't want to be sassy with my smart ass. I just never get to see you use your low poly model. So I forget that you have one. We have, of all my models, we've got the standard hiking one. We have our beach outfit. We have the never will be seen on Twitch beach outfit. You can infer what that means. We have the chibi model. We have the Halloween outfit. We have the yukata. We have the bunny outfit. We have a reverse bunny outfit, which cannot be seen on stream. Boo, oh my. That's the same picture? What do you mean that's the same picture? Hi, Comey. Boo. Guys, I think Trogdor just wants me to get banned. I think Trogdor is just trying to actively sabotage me. Do you have a chubby model? That's cool. I do not have a chubby model. Why do you keep wanting to talk about chubbiness? No, I don't have a chubby model. I don't like being called chubby. Whoa, who is that? That's Comey. That beach fit is lovely. Thank you. That's so freaking adorable when they do squats. I don't disagree. They want to know if you jiggle. Chubby bunny fluffer. Whoa. Oh. Hi, stocking. Look at him go. Just kidding, Yulind. You look so cute being chibi. Thank you. I missed your answer about plank length, if you mention it. 3 minutes. I plank for 3 minutes. Every day. I could go longer. I think I could do 6 minutes. At 6 minutes, I'd be like falling apart, but 3 minutes is a good duration for stream. I don't want to like improve and get longer and longer and longer to the point where I'm like, okay guys, let's plank for 37 minutes. Go make breakfast and come back in 30. We did our lunges. Hamstring, that's what's nice. 6 minutes is awesome. 6 minutes is what I think I could do. My actual longest is like 5:30. Also, my legs do not like plank or squatting like this. You can do side planks too. I've tried side planks. They don't really seem to do much. What's wrong with longer? What's wrong with longer is that I want the stream to be about walking through an environment and kind of be aesthetically pleasing and definitely sound pleasing. I don't want 3 minutes of a static background with me just going I know some of you are freaks and want to hear that, but that's not particularly what I want the stream to be about. 400 game trailers when? That'll be on Thursdays when we do game trailers, if there's that many trailers. Oh my goodness. Hi, Farisu. It's because the person who does my sub badges is fucking, he keeps forgetting about it. 6 minutes of trying to last. You do that anyway? I don't. No, I don't. 24 months of you and still no updated sub badges. Whatever. Whatever. Yulind calling out his Che. Oh, chat. I always join at right time. Those with some noises. Farisu, love, pat, hug. Farisu, that freak is at 999 versatility. Oh. Lesson learned, you. There's more. Hi, Octomage. We're starving you and we got empty bags. You don't jump up because it's gravity bound? True, true. You could jump up and then you can fly around. But when you're touching the ship, you have magnet shoes. I would like to be on the fin up there. I would like to walk up there, but the magnet shoes don't activate on that thing, so I can't. I have to stay down here. Yo, who we calling a freak, huh? Logitech. I'm calling Logitech a freak because he has 999 versatility in Lemix. I'm free from Lemix, that shit is over. I don't know what Farisu has. Farisu's probably around 600 or 700 if I had to guess. I love that song. Cute, cute. I'm just gonna stop reading your messages. Broily. Hi, Kafir. You guys are the worst. I'm like, don't call me chubby, and you all start doing it. You're mean. Ugh. No, I'm not even 300. I just timed to 49. We got Chibi Yulind hours. Really? I'm at 298, I think. Ugh. Ow, ow, ow. Ugh. You are above me. Body shaming the Smolland. I don't know how you can call this thing chubby. Look at it. It's fucking like... Can I actually turn that off? I have... I have two toggles in the expressions thing. One is the toggle walk, which is, you know, the animation to walk. The other one is this. I can turn this on. Blep. Yulind, please commission a Reploid Avi K, thanks. No, I don't want to commission any Avis. I want to do them myself. I ain't got that kind of money. I still need to play Legion Remix. Last night was raid night. Oh my god, that fight for Mythic King is insane. We just hit our platform phase. I like the pissed off chibi toggle. Are we talking Mega Man Reploid? We are. Farisu found a Reploid OC streamer, VTuber, that has Reploid in their tags, and now they're like obsessed with Reploids, and they're like, you should be a Reploid. And I'm like, look, I like Reploids, but no. Do you have an angry face mode? Kinda. I have most of the same expressions as the standard model. There's the thumbs up. There's this one. There's the pout. There's this. This is supposed to be smug. Eyes closed. This is like the most... It's the closest thing to it is disappointed, but it kind of just... Wow, fell off. No one wants to take mine wholly off. Meta spec and other mythic raids or keys above 19 Yulind. That doesn't mean WoW fell off. That means you fell off. The lower part of the jacket is very similar in color to the model skin. So if you look at it at a certain... Wait, it does look like Chevy? I see what you're saying. But no. There's a gap there. That's a judging face. Can we get perpetual smug face healing today? Nope. Violet Hugway. Often when I listen to your stream, I remember an older game that I used to love. If it's Mega Man 0, those are my alerts. My raid, sub, follow alerts. They're all there. I have 2 sounds from Mega Man 0. I need way more alerts, honestly. I've been putting that shit off. What'd it take to get Star Eyes? That's thumbs up. Cool. Where were we? We just did toe touches. Let's do splits. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, this is at a weird spot. Ugh. What if we redeem outfit to get a smug stream? That's not how it works. Because you've already redeemed smug or outfit, so you can't redeem it again. And smug is not an option on the outfits. Oh, my fucking knee popped. Scammed? It's not scammed. You're trying to scam me. Do you have your splits? Oh, boy. What do you mean, do you have your splits? I just try to, like, get as close to the splits as possible. I don't feel like I'm making any progress with it. I expected, you know, just do a little more each day. Just, you know, push yourself a little further each day, and eventually you'll get there. But, like, it's not happening. I miss when Yulind was a relatable Twitch streamer. How am I not relatable? If anything, you're the one who changed. We used to play Lemix together, Frisu. I'm still playing Lemix. Where the fuck are you? I'm not the one who changed. You are. You're the one that's not relatable. You started popping off as a streamer, and now you're too busy to play things like Lemix with Yulind, with little old Yulind Fuck you, Farisu. Lemix is over. There's nothing left to do. There's plenty to do. You ain't got 999 versatility. There's plenty to do. I haven't played Lemix with you on it. Oh shit, this is true. Unrealistic thigh gap. This is actually kind of close to my thigh gap. Maybe not quite this much compared to like the overall like width of my legs. I do have a thigh gap unless I push my legs together. So like if my shoes are touching, my knees aren't touching. I have to push them into each other. If I'm standing shoulder width apart, none of my legs are touching. Let me check. I have the achievement for doing so because it's get 99 verse or time of 49, but you don't have 999. And that's why I want Yulind to wear smug, joking. It says that, but the achievement only triggers on a plus 49. What do you mean? He's a toxic gamer that's mad relatable. See, toxic. I'm not even toxic. I'm just defensive today because everybody's like, oh, you're chubby. Oh, you're not relatable. Oh, you're scamming us. I'm not toxic. I'm just defensive today. I've been working it a while. It's really hard. Yeah. No, I don't feel scammed. I'm content with the cutie saying no feel. It literally says decide what I wear. Now you're just making up new rules like insurance companies. No, they said chibi, which is what it says is an option. I'm sorry, still thinking. I'm not actually mad, Violet. Violet, I'm not actually upset or anything. Sounds like getting 999 is a waste of time. Farisu, you could say that about video games. You could say like, why are you playing WoW at all? It's a waste of time. Doesn't help your real life. It's for the fun of it. Hi, media. Technically speaking, I think a physical spin this Hapu is doing is slightly possible, but I think the legs or feet have to be aligned correctly. I love K-hug media. I'm letting my sub fall off until next month. You're a cutie pie, Yulind. Oh. Chibi Yulind is cute. There's a nice surprise this morning. Heal for cash. I think you've seen all the outfits. Actually, have you seen the beach outfit? I'm pretty sure you've seen that one. I think you've seen all of them. There's 2 outfits that you have to get on VR to see. Mother, you are right, Deathstroke is Pornhub's finest assassin. What the fuck did you just say? I have not seen the beach outfit? Well. Tomorrow should be a beach day. The taxes everyone pays, it was at 90% when I started this morning, so it's probably at like 95% now. That'll probably finish today, and then tomorrow will be a beach day. True, Yulind is a cutie pie. Mother, you are right. I have not seen beach outfit. I will be back. My avatar is staying behind, but if I crash, I will log back in. Okay, revolt. Oh. Where were we? We did splits or at... Ow. That's my fucking ankle. See you in WAD remix, Yulind? I don't know if I'm gonna do that one. Here's the thing. I'd like it if they picked good expansions. Give me like Wrath of the Lich King remix. Or Kata remix. Or... what would be another option? Okay, Kata isn't a good expansion. Give me Dragonflight remix. Give me one of those 3 before, like Lamau WAD remix. You guys don't know this, but I can just like see Farisu just like, oh no! I can hear her going, no, WAD was good, not Dragonflight, no. All you have to say was taxes equals beach day, and I am sold. Yup. It's at 164K right now. 5K more, and tomorrow's a beach day. Okay, take care. Okay, Cat isn't good. Oh god, give me Vanilla remix or WAD remix. Rest is mid as hell. I think Burning Crusade remix would be fun. I think Wrath of the Lich King remix would be fun. Kata? I think that would be fun, but not as much as the other two, and I think there's other things that would be better than Cat Remix. Mop, obviously we did. WOD. WOD could be fun. I think I'd prefer Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King Remix than WOD. We've done Legion. After Legion is BFA. That's kind of too recent. Same thing with Shadowlands. So between those, I think Wrath of the Lich King Remix would be the funnest. Man, I wish my country gave holidays like they do in some European countries, but instead we just get whatever our government is doing with our taxes. WOD Remix equals Waiting Room Remix. Nothing is going to be worse than the time gating they did for this remix. Holy shit. 2 weeks to do Nighthold. I sleep 2 weeks for TOS. What the fuck? I don't think the time gating was a good idea. We'll see. We'll see if they thought it was a good idea or not. Because I do think this remix has been very successful. It'll be interesting to see how much, like, people coming back there were each phase, right? So, like, if they looked at, you know, Mop Remix and it spiked up really high and then it gradually fell off, and then they look at Legion and it, like, kind of did the same thing, there's no point to time gate. But if it, like, spiked, went down, spiked, went down, spiked, went down, they're gonna, oh, time gating fucking rules. We're gonna do this every time. I mean, it was better than Slop Remix. If it was better, then don't you think they'd repeat it? If they consider it an improvement, then don't you think they'd keep doing it every time? Ugh. Ugh. Legion content is just infinitely better than Mop. Sassy. Yulind doing a stretch post. Here's the thing. What I think is a huge benefit of the time gating is that it lets them do a little bit of last minute balancing. So, like, they knew, oh, they're fucking crushing Kill Jaden. If it's not for the phase, they kill him in 15 seconds. We need Argus to be scaled up more. And even with the scaling up, he dies in like 15 seconds. The 40% buff and Taurus. Oh. Argus is not the hard fight of that raid. It is the bridge boss. My first day, our group struggled with the first boss. Since that first day, nobody's had a problem with it. Of the 3 days I've done it, the bridge boss is easily like the problem one. We wiped on the portal girl yesterday, but that was because people were running ahead and locked out half the group. What? There was only half the group there. Like, half of us were locked out, and it was just like, well, okay. And we were kind of just ignoring mechanics, so she did like a room-wide wipe that just killed everybody except like 3 people, and it was like, oh, well then. Still thinking about the One Piece video I sent you yesterday? Oh, that one. Dude, I watched 4 people die to being crushed by the elevator maybe last hour. I actually haven't seen anybody die to the elevator. Trogdor. There are 2 videos just looping in my head that came from yesterday. The first video I saw was an Asmongold clip. Everybody's favorite Asmongold. And it's him going, lawmakers expect that Mamdani, the new mayor of New York, is going to require schools teach elementary students, so grades 1 to 5, the Arabic numerals. Oh, it's happening sooner than I thought. I hate this so much. This motherfucker saw Arabic numerals and was like, he's teaching them Muslim stuff. I knew it. And it's like, why don't you do a quick Google search of what Arabic numerals are, buddy? People that never played Legion, elevators kill. I hate this so much. That sounds so... It's out of context. He just did a bit. See, I just don't believe that. Because here's the thing. when you say they're going, Mamdani sucks, why are we hiring a Muslim? We shouldn't be doing this, right wing is whatever. And then you go, oh, I knew it. And then you go, just a bit, obviously I knew it. It's like, I don't really believe you, because it's like, he's positioned himself in a way to just be like, oh, I'm always doing a bit. It's like, no, I don't think that's how it works. He's teaching them Arabic numbers. Motherfucker, do you want a 0 or not? It gets to the point of, when does the bit end? So he keeps doing bits. It's very much like, when is it and when is it not? And my stance on it is, if it's not a bit, not a bit, not a bit, not a bit, not a bit. Oh, this one's a bit. Not a bit, not a bit. It's like, I don't think that one in the middle was a bit. Hi, Makai. The ultimate, I was just joking. When you're caught being an idiot, yes. If it was like, okay, so for me, I kind of did the same bit. I sent my dad a text this morning that said, I wish I could wish you a happy Friday this morning, Dad, but I just learned that Mamdani is going to force the kids to learn Arabic numerals. My dad could tell that was a bit, because I've been very, like, in support of Mamdani, and, like, this guy rules. I love this guy. I'm fucking down for affordable housing. I'm fucking down for free public transportation. That's like, yeah, that rules. And so, like, when I say, like, oh, this guy sucks because of the Arabic numerals, it's like, clearly that's a bit, because it's so far removed from what I'm normally talking about with Mamdani. When Asmongold constantly does racist shit, right-wing shit, grifting shit, and then he goes, oh, I knew it was happening, just not this soon. Just a bit, I knew it. It's like, I'm extremely skeptical. I think he was just being a fucking turbo idiot. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen the minute before, the 2 minutes after. There could absolutely be evidence, you know, he could have gone like, hey, let's clip farm, let's make a fool of the clip chimps, right? And then say that, and he had said that sentence before he made the joke, and it's like, okay, clearly, yes, in that case, yes, but I'm skeptical. Hi, Yasu. He's teaching them Arabic numbers. Motherfucker, do you want a 0 or not? So he keeps doing bits. It gets to the point, when does a bit end? Does it end? It's not a bit then. If Yulind were to stand next to the Leona's accurate VR chat model, Yulind would currently be as large as Leona's boot. When you do a bit every time, people just assume you're lying out your ass. The ultimate, I was just joking. That's so trolly, Shuckle. Whoa, you're getting free public transport, Big W. I believe he wants to do that. I think Mamdani was saying he wants free public transportation. He was like, where's the money coming from? And he's like, well, the last guy gave close to $1 billion to an Amazon warehouse that got canceled. So we've got the money. Aspen should start debating in public. X is full of people not realizing that was an IQ test. You should go to colleges and argue with kids. I heard they're short on people doing that recently. Jesus, Ovid. I have seen something about that. Buses specifically. I wish it was everything. Buses specifically, yes. The other video I saw yesterday. This one comes straight from Oku, so Micaiah, you've probably seen it. Actually, I put it in the memes channel as well. It is a compilation of the top 5 songs from 2025. Number 1. No. God, I hate those so much. It's AI slop of like Charlie Kirk songs, and so it's like number 5 song of 2025. Charlie Kirk. He was Charlie Kirk. I can't remember the lyrics now. It's so funny. Number 2, Charlie Kirk Nightcore version. He was Charlie Kirk. It's like, we are all Charlie Kirk. Dude, it's so funny. I literally watched the video I put in Discord like for 5 minutes straight, just fucking crying, laughing. I was wheezing, but I also hate it. I was in a call with Oku this morning, and he was like, dude, it was funny, but it's not worth it. I keep singing it. I was like taking a shower this morning singing it. And I'm like, yeah, me too. What did I join back to? I look away for a second. And Yuli didn't let me in. Cairo, I didn't let you in. Hi, Cairo. Because I was leaving in 5 minutes. And like, I don't know. Sometimes I want Oku to myself. Fuck you. Okay. Mid-cami stretch. We are at squats. We're at 9:40. We can make this happen. My coworker talked to me for an hour. Good lord. Kill me. Violet, if you're in my Discord, go to the memes channel, and there's a there's a video that has been brain rotting my fucking skull. Oh my god. He's my Oku. This is my Oku time. Cairo's professional third wheeler, Yulind. Micaiah, were you there at the movie last night? Did you watch Fifth Element with everybody? Or was it Fifth Element or Third Element? I forget. The Element movie. Am I even in your Discord? I don't know. I'm asking you. Nope. I know you did, Cairo, because what I heard was it's one of Oku's favorite movies of all time, and he watched it, and he was like, oh, God, I love this movie. It has so much, like, deep meaning and, like, commentary on society. And there was like, wow, that's a good movie. And Cairo just goes, well, gosh, that was a weird movie. And everybody's like, you dumb bitch. And I was shit-talking Lamau. I heard they lined up to be like, you wouldn't get it, you piece of shit dumbass. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. I was there at the end and did catch that, lol. Hi, Cairo. No, instead I'll make you a root beer float. Bro, they had a blue bitch opera singing for like 5 minutes straight. It's a weird movie. Fifth Element is such a good movie. Hi. It doesn't matter if it's weird. It's good. Sip. What? I gotta go fast. I gotta go fucking fast. 5. Imagining everyone leaned forward and turned. The way Oku described it, you're not song it. It was like a 7 of 10. Oku described it as like, this is one of his favorite movies. He's seen it 20 times. This is one of those pieces of media that like he will always watch it again to show someone else who's never seen it before. And he's like, I want to get their reaction. I want to see what feelings it evoked in them, what realizations it made them arrive to. Well, golly, everybody, that movie was weird, wasn't it? Oh, Oku just post Cairo shake in his brain. Chris Tucker was really gay and funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds like me in Babylon 5. Oh, he was the meme of me looking over at my friend to see them cry, laugh, etc. It's my favorite moment. Ruby Rod is a really common drag queen inspo. I really like the sound of your voice. Well, thank you. This guy fucking sucks. I'm being and pooping my pants. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going too fast. 5. When life gives you gators, you make Gatorade, Yulind. I just like the meme you sent, Yulind, about the police officer playing Magic the Gathering. Ugh. The police officer playing Magic the Gathering. Is this in my memes channel? Or is this in our DMs? The other meme I posted was from John Noble, the actor who played Regent Lord in Lord of the Rings. Here I am with some of the lads on set. Good memories. Any of my followers skilled with Photoshop? I'm wondering if someone might be willing to put Sean Bean and I side by side. I don't mind Peter being in the picture, but it'd be great if you could remove when him altogether. Thanks. For anybody that think that's really fucking cold, their characters in the movie, the Regent Lord, he loves his son Boromir. Boromir is perfect and can do no wrong. Faramir, he almost hates him. He almost hates the guy. It's so, the actor saying this is like, no! He caught himself fast counting. In your memes channel? The police officer playing Magic the Gathering in my memes channel. Oh? How far back was that? I don't remember that one at all. Also, I need to move it back to calendar. A month ago? I don't even remember it. Hi, Sarah's. Cute. Tee. The outfit was wild, but his hair was insane. Like borderline JoJo's Bizarre Adventure-esque. In your meme channel. The Bill and Trump video was good too. Cute. A month ago. Faramir, the shunned child, always doing his best, only for the father in the end to realize his worth. I remember the first time I watched these movies, it was like middle school and high school, and I thought Boromir was a dick, and I thought Faramir was okay. I sympathized with him a little bit. Growing up and learning, more about them, I still kind of agree. I liked Boromir a lot more, because Boromir, he liked his brother. He wasn't like a dick. He was like, it's not fair that Dad treats you this way. And Faramir was always the one like, look, dude, just fucking get on with it, because like you don't want him to treat both of us like this and like try to get a new son, okay? You be the favorite, eventually you'll be the Regent Lord, and then, everything will be good then. But like, you just, it's fine that you're the favorite. I don't care. I don't even want the throne, right? It's fine that you get it. But like, Boromir himself was very much like, very protective of his little brother. And he was a badass guy. He was like the hero of Gondor. All the stuff where he looked bad with Frodo in the movies, that was just a little bit of tribalism, which he protected his people. He thought about his people. He stumbled one time. Well, it's not one time, right? At the very beginning, at the council, he's like, we could use this as a weapon. And we're just like, no, that's a bad idea. He looks like the greedy, power-hungry guy. He looks like the, I'm gonna do this. And then later when he dies, he does stumble there. And he immediately is like, I'm sorry. He wasn't as strong as Aragorn. Who the fuck could be? He was a badass. He was a fucking cool dude. He's influenced by the ring? Yeah. He snapped out of it immediately and went to go to be a badass? Yes. Yeah, I don't clear read messages from meme channels. I don't either. If it's a Discord I join, I typically mute it instantly. If it's one that's like, I want to be active here, I typically have 1 or 2 channels unmuted. I always unmute the art channels. I really liked that arc. Big thing people don't know about The Ring, because the movies don't do it. The Ring talks to you in your head via your voice. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I learned so much new today. People also don't realize this. The Regent Lord, I'm forgetting his name. This guy was also kind of a fucking badass. Hi, Zvi. He looks like a piece of shit and a villain in the movies, an antagonist. That's after he's corrupted by the Palantir, the orb. The orb that Pippin had that, like, he talks to him, he's like, ooh, this hurts, and Sauron's speaking directly to my mind, and I can barely handle this. I'm gonna fall over and have a seizure. Denethor, that's his name. Denethor had one of those. Denethor used it for, like, 30 fucking years. Denethor would, like, talk on the orb, and Sauron would be like, you should betray your people to Mordor. And Denethor was like, where are you moving your armies, bitch? like he used it to spy on Sauron, which, I mean, Sauron didn't give him much information, but he would use it to, like, literally keep an eye on Sauron and the armies of Mordor a bit. So, like, he was, like, fucking broken down at the end of 30 years. And, like, after 20 or 25, he, like, stopped using it. He was like, ooh, this is taking its toll on me, I gotta stop. But at that point, it was too late, and he was very much, like, corrupted. He was... You remember, what's his name? Theoden of Rohan? You remember how he looks all crusty and corrupted and old because Wormtongue was, like, corrupting him through Sauron? King or Regent Lord Denethor was in that state, the like super corrupted state of like, ugh. That's what Denethor was at. And even in his corrupted state, he was like, nah, we fucking stand against Mordor. We fucking fight the orcs. He was still worried about his people and putting them first. He was a lot more resilient. Honestly, he's like second only to fucking Aragorn with regards to humans. Hi, Borye. Denethor in the books was an insanely cool character, if I remember correctly. He essentially took Gondor from the brink of destruction to bring it back. Yes. The way you say too is cute. What? What? I don't even say it that weird. Isn't it great how we're still memeing Charlie Kirk months after his death? The ring whispering to me, with my powers you could buy so many shit boxes and nuggets. Wow, happy Friday. Happy Friday. 170 consecutive streams. Damn. Hi, B. Aragorn also was nearly 80 in the movies. Due to him being descended from Elrond's brother, Elrond and his brothers Elros were half-elves. Yes. Aragorn is like, I thought he was like 87. Maybe he's only like 78 or something. Aragorn is like the best of the humans. Like, obviously he's the fucking chosen one, the chosen king, yada yada. Denethor was a badass. Boromir was a badass. You see the worst of them in the movies. Obviously Faramir's a badass. But you know, you see a pretty good side of him in the movies. I wish we had Helm Hammerhand in the movie. That dude was a crazy part of the story as well. Lord of the Rings is fucking awesome. And it's... I don't remember who it was. It might be Foss. I know I have a friend that's like, every time I try to watch Lord of the Rings, I just fall asleep. And it's like... I get it. They're long. They can be fucking dry sometimes. But like, man... They're fucking cool. As we had Tom Bombadil. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I heard the audiobooks with Andy Serkis is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are. I didn't say weird, I said cute. I don't say it differently at all, though. I recommend. Same, but I think Jackson probably thought he would have taken away from the seriousness of the film. Maybe if they had all the movies and all YouTube shorts. Oh god, don't fucking say that, Pixel. I used to watch them in middle school and then high school. I had a friend who he had all of the movies. He had the extended versions. And so he would come over for a day and he'd bring all 3 and we would marathon all 3. Fellowship extended, 2 Towers extended, and then Return of the King extended. And it was like an 11 or 12 hour endeavor. It was like it took literally all day. But we did that 3 or 4 times. 54 start, 57 end. Ugh. So cursed. God, Pixel, how many shorts would that even be? If these are like long shorts, like 2-minute shorts, take the time, somebody go take the time of all 3 extended movies together and then divide them by 2 minutes. Probably could have done that on my transatlantic flight. Wouldn't have sound, so it wouldn't have been as epic. You gotta prepare with headphones, or buy headphones on the flight. God, we're not even at 1 minute. 1 minute. 2 more minutes to go. We are Charlie Kirk. We all... Oh, God, I can't remember the lyrics. I just hear it. I just hear the song. Hi, Harley. I missed it yesterday, but happy birthday. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry his flame. No, it's we carry the gospel? God, I've heard it so many times and I just keep forgetting it. If you get that stuck in my head, I'm attacking you. I'm sorry. The Nightcore one and the fucking Funk one, just send me, dude. Micaiah, are you here? Micaiah, I summon thee. Yep. Did you hear my problem with Unity earlier? Also, one more minute. I did not. According to DuckDuckGo. Okay, I summoned Micaiah. I need to talk about this real quick. My Miltena avatar is stuck with a rig of non-humanoid. When I go into the FBX and change its animation type to humanoid there, it doesn't update in the Unity hierarchy thing on the left. It's like, it doesn't have a drop down to switch it to humanoid. So I can't even upload it because it's like, yeah, the VRC Fury just won't work with this at all. Because like, bro, it's not humanoid. I had Oku with me and Oku was like, what the fuck? Try closing Unity and reopening, and that didn't fix it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gah. Gah. According to DuckDuckGo, GPT or whatever, 558 YouTube shorts for the theatrical releases. I don't know, I'm not doing math. What the fuck, why not, Pixel? You love math. I grew up on the old Tolkien films from the late 70s. Oh, God. Found a meme the other day of the needle drop edited into the We Are Charlie Kirk song. The needle drop is crying because it's a beautiful song. That means from this have been amazing. The memes from this have been amazing. We Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. Okay. My friend's getting into avatar creation. Always break things in ways I've never seen before. And I was just making fun of Kimmy yesterday. I was like, how'd you fuck up your bounding box? People don't even know how you did that. Me locks it in non-humanoid rig. Yep, he said that earlier, wondering how the hell it became non-humanoid to begin with. Well, it's always non-humanoid to begin with. You have to set it to humanoid, don't you? Ugh. I've always had to set every model I've worked with to humanoid. Like, that's something I specifically remember doing with both Oku and Micaiah. Ugh. It's pretty easy to fuck up the bounding box, but you can fix by just adding VRC Fury to the product. He is still stretching. I don't think we did. I remember we did, because I remember we went to the thing and it was like, set this to humanoid. Like, I could have sworn we did. Or, oh shit, maybe I was like, do we have to do this? And you were like, no. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I remember having to do it before. The base body should be humanoid already. Yeah, I kind of just keep bringing it up, hoping like one of you has encountered this error before. What are we at, 59? Oh god, we went so slow today. But let's get started. Nope, let's not get started. I have to, my people need me. I need to fix my tracker direction. Sounds like Pixel Unity Help Time Hones Knife. If you know the solution, Pixel, absolutely. Because I don't have a fucking clue. Okay. When do you ever? Hey, I've actually been kind of competent with avatar stuff lately. Fuck you. Yeah, but it's 10 a.m. on Friday, math. That gives me college PTSD. Yep, he said that earlier, and I'm wondering how the hell became non-humanoid to begin with. Sounds like Pixel. You need help. It's pretty easy to fuck up bounding box. He's still stretching. I don't think we did. The base body should be humanoid already. Whoa. Don't say whoa. Don't say whoa. That was mean. I don't have a clue with this. When do you ever, dumbass? That's mean. Ugh. Okay. I take this. I take that. Move that there, move that there. How did that get there? We start treadmill. Oh. Is that loud? I thought that was gonna get a lot louder, and then it like, oh, maybe not. I still think that's actually a little loud. Beyond, please. Not too bad. God, I have so many notes today. Oh boy, finally walking time. It is, in fact, finally walking time. And we have one incline. Forgot to add it earlier, but Farisu gave us one. An hour and 2 minutes, what? You're so little, it looks like you're sliding. What do you mean? Twitter died again. Again? I know what I can do. I can move this down, but then I move this here. And then, while it sucks to abandon Comey, we're going to leave the roof so that if people join me, they're not lost. You monster. Nuh-uh. Are we walking into the Ringing Deeps, I think? That's it. We're walking through the coreway. Like ice skating a little. We're not ice skating. Okay, a little bit. I have little legs. Fuck you. What? Leon, please what? I'm not doing anything. I don't think I said Leon, please. Twitter died again, like ice skating a little. Oh, we walking in the Ring of Deeps. You monster core mentioned? Okay. Okay. I was gonna say something. I forgot. Wow, this perspective makes everything so big. Yeah. Yesterday we watched video game trailers. What did I do yesterday? I kind of just took the day off. I did a lot of Legion Remix. I did, I think, all of the raids. And then I also, I did the Argus storyline a shit ton. I progressed that a lot. I think I also did my Undermine dailies, or weeklies. I can't get a Steam Weedle Trove this week. I can get one next week. Coreway is fairly massive. Can't remember if you play WoW or not. Don't, but wish I could. You threw me under the bus for buying you a Steam game? Okay. I open up Elite's chat, right? Like, as I open it, he's going through, like, recommended games on Steam, and he sees Femboy Food House. I've literally been in the chat for, like, 1 minute. Hi, Zuvi. Slightly left of the middle end. That's me. And he's like, Femboy Food House? What the fuck is this? Is this even a real game? Who put this here? Oh, Yulind has 7.5 hours in this. That's why it's getting recommended to me. What the fuck, Yulind? And I'm like, it's not me. You can't put this on me. And everyone's like, we absolutely can, Yulind. And I was like, it's not my fault. Trogdor bought it for me. Femboy Food House expected. That was a game a lot of people bought for the memes. Yeah, that seems redundant. I was checking the store page when you played it, but it's banned in Germany. Gasp. I never finished that game. I never unlocked all the scenes. I think I got 4 with Morgan and 2 with Isabel and 3 with Lucy. I don't think I got any with Hyde. What do you say after you accused me of buying you such a game? I think one person said that checks out, and other people were like, no, it's still your fault. Probably something like that checks out. I need a drink. I did a lot of Legion Remix stuff. Wish I could watch the VOD, but he's still hiding him. He made a new Discord, so you can actually message him outside of Twitch now. I assume he has, like, he never gave up his Discord account. I'm pretty sure, because he had Elite, so he's like, this is mine forever. What was I gonna say? I went to bed fairly early, and then I woke up, and I did the Unity thing for a while, and then I hung out with Oku for a bit. Oku did his Video Games Awards choice things. And I was kind of sitting over his shoulder watching him do those. And it was very funny hearing our different line of thinking with a lot of them. We came to a lot of the same choices. We came to a lot of different ones, but for anybody that doesn't know Oku, he's like the biggest Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stan. Like, he fucking loves that game. But he also likes Expedition 33. So anytime he's got a choice between the two, it was like a literal struggle for him. Caitlin being very, very cute. It was, this one. Oh, he was also showing me his new ship in Star Citizen. And god damn, this thing is cool. It made me think of the Star Wars The Old Republic ships. But, like, you know, obviously a bit more. In Star Citizen, it's kind of a game about galactic trade, getting a ship, you know, earning money with that ship, spending money to make more money. He has this fucking amazing ship that, like, brain getting hot trying to decide between 2 games I love. I totally get the sentiment. He was showing me that, and, like, you can see it in the hangar. He, you know, calls down the little elevator. He goes up, and then he's like showing me all the rooms in the ship. There's like the mess hall, the crew quarters, the captain's quarters, you know, all this stuff like this, right? And I'm like, man, this is just like a blast from the past of Star Wars The Old Republic ships. Because in Star Wars The Old Republic, there were 6 ships. you got a ship based on your class. And I don't remember if you could switch the ships around or if you could eventually buy, like, a different ship in later expansions. But, like, if you played a bounty hunter, you would eventually get a ship that was based on the Slave One from the movies. So the ship Jango Fett and Boba Fett had. The one in the games, it's basically the same thing. It's like the flat, and then it like the cockpit rotates and it goes forward. Although I think in the Star Wars: The Old Republic games they don't do that because it's like that'd be really weird for your crew walking around. Did you in Fort they changed the name? It's called Boba Fett's Starship. Fucking what? Did you know? What did they change it in? I don't remember what they called it in Star Wars: The Old Republic. For the Ghost Star Wars ship. Still funny that you retcon the name of Jango Fett, or retcon the name of Jango Fett ship. It's just named Boba Fett's Starship instead of Slave 1 LL. Well, I assumed it was a new ship. I assumed it was just like a different one based on the old one. I didn't think it was the same ship. They were not a fan of Slave 1 LL. I mean, understandable. Same one, they just didn't want slave in the name. In the game at all. I know it's different colors, but obviously just new paint job. Ugh. Fofomit is a loser now. Well, Fofomit, I was going to ask how Balatro went. I guess I know. Hi, Fofa. Hi, Whiskey. Hi, Clarity? Oh, Clarity. I get it. Hi, Monkey. Hi, Fenorio. I took so long for my stretches. We've only, like, just started walking, but Fofa probably got ratioed by the plant. I don't. I recognize it in OMZ now. I totally didn't before. Also, Yuli, can I career bro today? Or must I wait? You can do it. You can do it. I'm not gonna watch. I want everything to be super fresh for when I play it. But, yeah, go ahead and play it. I think it'd be very hard to wait almost a full week, Cairo, so. Thank you for the follow, Monkey. Whoa. Thank you, Fulfilment. I really appreciate it. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just mind blanking. Good job today. I really appreciate it. I kept losing on Gold Stake checkered deck. Yeah, it's a good single player campaign. Takes a couple hours, so it'd be good for 50 day. We do some multiplayer too. Damn, tomorrow's another 50. Tomorrow is not when we're going to do a 50, but tomorrow will be a 50. We are actually going to celebrate our 50 on Tuesday. Fofa, I don't want to keep you too long because obviously you just ended stream and you're probably hungry. What did you vote for Game of the Year? I don't know if you did the voting for the Game Awards yet, but I'm curious what you put as your Game of the Year. Because for me, it was like, it's Hades 2 or Expedition 33. I didn't vote. But then I heard somebody else be like, well, clearly it's Kingdom Come or, well, shit, what was the other one? Not Banjo-Kazooie. It was like they said it's between this and this two, and I was like, huh? It's one of those, like, all 6 I think are really, really good. I don't think Donkey Kong is Game of the Year. But the other 5, I'm like, I genuinely see these as contenders for Game of the Year. If If I would, it be Claire Obscure 33. That's what I voted. And I think that's going to sweep. It was not Oku. Oku didn't even vote for Kingdom Come Cairo. He voted for Claire 33. DK wasn't even the best Switch 2 game. Oh, I just cracked my neck and it felt really nice. I was saying Silk Song or 33, and I think I saw somebody yesterday who was like, oh, well, it's clearly Hades 2 or Death Stranding 2. And I was like, what? Just call it Obscura 33? What do you mean? Oh, hey, it's the person I watched videos when I was setting up face mocap stuff for streaming. That's the one. Fofa is the go-to queen of tech tips for VTubing. Cough, Oku cough. DK wasn't even the best. DK was good, but it didn't feel like a DK game. It felt really like a new Banjo or in Kazooie in a weird way. I'm not sure I fully understand this because they're like very akin to each other, right? Like they're both Rare Origins and like, well, Donkey Kong, what was the one Rare did? They're both collectathons, right? So I can see that. To me, it very much felt like a Donkey Kong game. This was like the most Donkey Kong game I've ever played. Granted, I haven't played too many, but I had a lot of fun playing it. 110? Holy Harley. Yeah. Ayo, no scratching. What? Bro, if another PS5 exclusive wins, I'm gonna run into the theater and chill. I love giving people my tips, just the tip. FOMA tips, DK64. Go to game, loved it so much. You should do DK64 for another 50 days. It's a goodie. It's Banjo adjacent. Well, so here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing 50 days. Because if I set up the alternate channel where I just play a ton of single-player games, what's the point of the 50 day? Right? Like, it would just be like a standard thing. Like, if I'm already doing that 2 to 3 times a week, it's less of a big celebration. Shut the fuck up, Cairo. You probably don't want to kill watch streaks, but can't just game on main. I don't want to kill watch streaks. I also, I'm a very firm believer of one-trick ponies. I feel like if you grow your community and content doing one thing, when you do other things, you are going to lose people that are like, oh, this isn't what I followed for, this isn't what I watched for, faster than you gain new people. This is why it's really hard for variety streamers that are small, because when you're a small streamer, the appeal of your community is your diehards or people in the category, right? Which means you have to pick games that you will be high in the category. You cannot pick things like Battlefield 6 and expect to get a lot of new viewers, because to be in the top 8 slots of a category, you gotta be picking things like Voxel or Form.io program. I feel that's more if you're changing things, but if you still walk on the same schedule, I figure it'd be fine. So you're telling me to play Undertale. I don't know how you got that, Cairo. If you're a variety streamer at a small size, when you're a variety streamer, you pull from your brand, which as a small streamer is small. If you're someone the size of like Peanut, Moist Critical, Shroud, your brand is you, and they'll watch you play anything. But like And this is something I tell streamers all the time. If you ask your chat, would you guys be interested in me playing this? Your chat will fucking lie to you. Because what they're going to say is, of course, we'll watch you play anything. And then they will not. They will not show up to the other games that they are less interested in. Sometimes you diehards will. Like, you know, there's people, and I watch a lot of friends like this. Foss, Koyo, Core. No matter what they play, I'm watching. But that is not the majority of any streamer's chat. If you are smaller size as a streamer, you need to just pick something and commit to it. You need to just grow in that thing. Because then you can pull from the game, especially if you become, like, well-known in it and, like, a resource of that thing. If you become, like, the Ashes of Creation guy or the Path of Exile 2 guy, you start pulling from that game. People that are looking for that game, they start going to you. And so, being a one-trick pony, you collect viewers, you don't change your content, you don't lose those viewers. Changing games, anybody that comes to you for that game, they don't stick around when you change games. And so, you can be a variety streamer as a small streamer. Absolutely. It's just a lot harder. And playing big releases is usually, I would say, detrimental to your content. You probably don't want to kill watch streaks. I don't meet more to have fun. Respectfully looking. Awesome, you streaming other games. Sad it's most likely going to happen when I work. I imagine... I feel that's more if you're changing things. If you still walk on the same schedule, I figured it'd be fine. Well, so here's the other thing, Micaiah. The reason I bring up, like, changing the content, it's not going to take away from this. Like, if I was a 40 viewer average streamer walking, the average will go down. And that'll make it harder to get things like partner when I go for that, if I ever get there. Right. If I'm like 40 average walking, and then 20 average gaming, my overall average would be like 30 if I did the same amount of time between the two. And then when it's like, oh, I'm hitting 70 viewer average regularly when I'm walking, but my average is going to be lower because of the gaming part. So it's like, I'd rather just do it on an alt channel. I also just, the alt channel, which I'm trying not to talk about too much, is spicier content that sounds fun. So you're telling me to play Undertale? I don't know how you got Undertale. Oops. I'm a variety cooking, writing, and model builder. A variety streamer doing various things in one style can work. High energy, slow, cozy, happy. Oh, it can absolutely work. It's just, when you are switching games a lot, when you are a variety streamer, it depends on how big you are. If you're big, your brand is good enough to stand on its own. It's well known enough to stand on its own. Right? People like Peanut, XQC, Shroud. People tune into them for them, and no matter what game they play, they're at the top of the category. But if you are a 50 viewer average, you have to play specific games that will put you at the top of the category. So, like, let's say you have a 50 viewer average. If you go and play Battlefield 6, the top 8 streamers in a category get a shit ton of extra clicks. People open up the category. Hi, non-dairy. They basically want to open up, let's see who's playing Battlefield 6. They see who's there, and they go, oh, of these 8, this one looks interesting, and they click on that one. If they have to scroll down and look, it becomes less likely for them to find you. So they're going to click on somebody in the top 8. You want to be in the top 8. And if you're somebody who's like a 50 viewer average, you're not going to be in the top 8 of a very popular game like Battlefield 6. But if you pick a less popular game, like Form.io Program, if somebody clicks on that game because they're like, oh, I want to see this game, this is interesting to me, you're going to be in that top 8. You're a lot more likely to get new views and stuff like that. It's one of those, like, when you're thinking of it like that, streaming starts becoming more of a job and less of a hobby. I really just want to do this on Twitch. I see you're pretty set on it, but I'm unconvinced for your case. Oh, Lamau. Oops. Personally use Twitch to watch the games I like. Ohio. Channels Yulind just mentions, I don't know what the fuck they are. One reason I started using Twitch was because I wanted to watch Zomboid. Then when I got into VR chat, I started watching VR chat and said, Repo PSD increasing, desire to play increasing. Of course it was Cairo, lol. Of course it was. My migration to Twitch was because a YouTube creator slowly stopped making consistent content on YouTube, and to enjoy his content, I migrated here. For me, I like the Game Grumps. That led me to JonTron. JonTron did a VR chat video way back in like 2017. That had me like watching VR chat stuff. So like Among Us videos, not Among Us videos, Uganda Knuckles videos, Team 5 videos, stuff like that. Team 5 led me to Whoops. Whoops led me to Lele. Lele led me to Elite. This was all when I was lurking and never saying anything in chat. I then like stopped using Twitch for like 6 months when I got my job. And then after 6 months, they said, you can watch Twitch while you work, just keep your numbers up. And Elite was the one that was always live while I was at work. So I ended up just watching him a lot. I started talking more in his chat. And through that, I kind of just, made a shit ton of friends. That led me to Leafeons, which led me to Koyo. That led me to, Lele led me to Proxy Zero. Proxy Zero led me to Dualhan. Dualhan led me to Foss. Foss led me to Core. Yeah. Lele led me to Townie, which led me to Talena. That's where I met a lot of the communities that I kind of surrounded in myself in was a lot. Cores, Koyos, Fosses, Proxies, and Telenas. I got on Twitch to troll people playing Skyrim LMO. Incredible. I think the thing I tend to enjoy more than my game is consistency, which is also tough. For sure, for sure. Take my Bezos bucks, nerd. Subscribed with Prime. That's 3 incline. Well, that's 2 incline, but puts us at 3. Thank you, non-dairy. I agree and disagree. There are ways you can mitigate losing people from category to category. Isn't how unique you are in your online brand. But at the same time, there are diehards who will never leave a category. I feel like you're a lot smarter than I am with this stuff. I just feel like being in the top 8 of a category is so fucking huge. And like, obviously you'll get people, right? If I were to be 50 viewer average and go play Battlefield 6, there are people that are like, they're gonna find you. Either they like, I don't like the top 8, so they, scroll down 3 times or 4 times until they see people around my size and pick one there. Or they're going to like click the femboy tag and then be like, oh, of the ones playing Battlefield that have the femboy tag, this one looks good, right? I think top 8 is so strong. Legit, there are people who refuse to watch me unless I am in VR chat. I mean, you can walk while doing other games. Well, so what do you mean with that? Are you saying, like, be in other categories while I walk like this? Or do my walk and then go play other games like Kirby Air Riders after the walk? I could. For the first thing, I could. I don't really want to, I very much want to stay in the VR chat category. The alternative would be, I don't know if there's an exercise category. I could do the category of the game I'm walking to. So, like, I could be in the World of Warcraft category. I'll be honest, I don't want to be in the World of Warcraft category. But also, VR chat is the worst category to try to leave, in my opinion. I hadn't thought of that before, but you saying it, I'm like, yeah, I've seen people go from, like, 50 to 100 VR chat, and then they start doing other things, and it plummets. Yulind top 1% walking stream. It's also how much you lean on the category to carry you. You know Japanese, it's a fairly transferable tool. Like Yulind, you're part of my schedule now, so if I showed up at 9 a.m., you're doing something else, I'm just committed? Yeah. I also really value the consistency, right? Elite, I watched no matter what he played, because he was always live when I was at work. I wanted the same stream at that time when I was watching. I also enjoy the consistency of Twitch streams, because no one else gives me consistency in my life. Oh, jeez. Yeesh, I was doing an inventory wardrobe count. The numbers are my worst nightmare for counting. So much clothing to go through, and I put down a list. Yaplin. Hi, Icy Fire. Who made Yulind bite size? It was Leon today. We'll come back to this. But we gotta do holidays because we got Icy Fire. Alaska Tallow Day? I have no idea what that word is. International Stand Up to Bullying Day. National Cranberry Day. National Gingerbread Day. National Red Mitten Day. National Stuffing Day. Pumpkin Pie Day. World Hello Day. World Television Day. Personally, I like gingerbread, but there was actually there was a few good ones in there. I walked while playing XCOM and stuff. I don't want to watch a streamer with 50 views. I'm going to set views low to high, so I can see what small streamer is a gem and who's a banana peel. Wasn't there a streamer that was streaming other FF games under the 14 category for attention at some point? Oh yeah, people do that all the time. I've seen people go from 300 to 10. I would almost think, like, I wonder if there's something else going on with that. But 300 to 10 is gnarly. You average 100 down to 15 easy. If only showed up more often here. Bingies, gingerbread isn't too spicy for you? I didn't know gingerbread comes spicy. No, I can handle gingerbread. But pumpkin, that screams bot behavior. What I really think of Hobbit is embeds. I see that and I think embeds, because I've known a few people who they were doing embed stuff and then they were like, this is affecting me more than I thought it would. This is like too good of results. And that makes me feel like the results aren't real. I'm gonna stop the embeds. And they go from like 70 to 25. Well, I consider embeds as the same vein as bot behavior. Embeds is not the same vein because Twitch has very specifically allowed embeds. Not review category or whatever. It is like, I would say the spirit of it, exactly the same. But they're very different in the eyes of Twitch. A usual joke is ginger ale. Is white people spicy? No, I think it's as simple as, I can't go into this. If it's spicy for you, do you need gingerbread cookie that is mild? Mayo is too spicy to you. I don't remember the last time I had mayonnaise. I consider them as the same, not real views. I'm getting my Great Threes gingerbread cookie recipe out so I can make some spicy cookies. From what I've seen, it's always the streamer getting burnt out from playing the same game over and over and again. Well, so that's the thing that makes, like, staying in the same category hard. That's why I feel like I've cheated, because I don't feel like I'm doing the same thing. This is a just chatting stream in disguise, and the alternative is exercising on my own, right? This is like such a massive upgrade from what I would be doing otherwise that I don't get that burnout of same category. But like, I've seen it millions of times. Not millions of times, but dozens. Of somebody plays one game, they pop off for 3 months, they try to stick it out as long as they can because they're getting such success playing this game, and then they switch. And it's usually them switching from VR chat to something else, and their numbers tank. Yeah, there's someone I watch who's tried for years to break out of the Dead by Daylight category, and it's rough. They always go back. Oh no. He's using us for his own entertainment. I've stated that before. This stream ain't about you guys. It's about entertaining me. This is about making my exercise more enjoyable. I'm actually fine with this. If you guys get anything out of this, hell yeah, great. I'm happy to hear it. But this stream about me... Yo, there's my toxic streamer. What up, princess? What the heck? I need a drink. Hi, Techno. Hi, Kev. Morning, Lind. It's even busier as Shitland. I now have to be a temporary manager because my boss is having serious health issues. Oh, God. Small Lind Tappies. We are Small Lind today. I can't tell if it's the lenses or my eyes, but I feel like they just have like gunk in them or something. And it's like, oh God, everything just looks weird and it feels weird. I hate it. Hi, Senril. Smallest Yulind. 305 Chibi-Linds walking in a tree. 305. Streakland maintained back to work, Lynn. I hope it goes fast. Yulind and Bunny, and much like cats, chase red dots. If I can laser point equivalent of attainment to Yulind, I'll try to be entertaining like a laser pointer. It's your long hair. It's not the long hair. My long hair is literally in hair clips tied back. It's not interacting with the headset at all. It cannot be the long hair. I was gonna say something. I forgot. Tuesday we are going to play Kirby Riders. That'll be, we'll do the story mode, we'll do the campaign. And if we finish that, we'll probably just start doing checkbox stuff. We'll probably do a lot of fucking city trial. I might get online. I haven't decided yet. Would Yulind low-key chase a laser pointer? No. There's a story mode. There is the on the road mode, which I didn't think was a story mode, but then Cairo just said it was, so I'm like, oh. I'm buying it for you if you don't. Yeah, but why? It's a story mode, basically, yeah. So we can play? Fuck you mean? I don't really think of this as a, like, we can play game. I think of this as like a Steam game, or a stream game. And then maybe in like, you know, I chip away at the checkbox game. This is going back a good bit. I want to comment on it. I agree with this to an extent. What drew me to Yulind was his personality, and he plays that I do as well. Stick around for personality though. Sorry if this is disconnected from the comment. No, it's all there. If you put the amiibo on throne, it'll be there by the time you stream. I'm not putting the amiibo on throne. Secret tunnel and fireplace. I wanted to see tunnel. It was a cave. City trial races, etc. There is a whole completion page for online Lamau. Then I probably will. I don't know. I'm not thinking of doing it Tuesday. Bogey, I haven't decided. I might get it just in case. What will probably happen, Cairo, is I turn on the Wi-Fi. I get the Nintendo Online just in case. And then I probably won't use it. But like if we complete the story, and it's like, you know, City Trial sounds fun for the next 2 hours. Let's do online with people like that. Then I've got it. Kirby stream would be really nice, actually. Never played through any of the Air Ride series. Yeah. The Air Ride series was fucking, like, I loved it, Heal for Cash. It was kind of like, oh god, it might have been OG roguelike for me, because City Trial is a mode. So they have the standard race mode, which is like Air Ride mode, which is just, you've got 8 tracks, you pick a bike, they have set stats. Hi, Big Deck! And the different bikes have different, like, they have different speeds, weights, health if you turn health on. They have different effects. So, like, there's one star called the Swerve Star. The thing about this is it goes a whopping, like, 31 miles per hour. That's really fast. But it cannot drift. When you press the brake button, this thing stops on a dime. So it's like, nuke, nuke, nuke. It just stops instantly. And so this can be really hard to drive, because if you have like a U-turn, you literally go into the turn and you slowly keyboard turn around it, and then you go, then you have to slowly turn again, and then like, it's like, stop, 90-degree turn for a second, go, stop, 90-degree turn for a second, go. It can be really hard to like, you have to be in a mindset of, I need to be like, I need to line up my direction as best as possible so that I'm not correcting that much, right? The stars have different modes like that. They then made a City Trial mode, which City Trial was like the best fucking thing ever to just play like local co-op. Well, it's not really co-op, but City Trial was like, you just put a massive city area, and you've got 3 to 7 minutes. Everybody always said it's 7 minutes to make it as long as possible. And there are random vehicles that spawn around the map. There's boxes that randomly give stats. At the end of 7 minutes will be like a Mario Party style game that you play with based on the vehicles that you found and the stats you collected. And so like, you have a run that's like, okay, we get stats and vehicles for 7 minutes, and then we do like a drag race. Well, I got something that was really good for like fighting each other. It was awful for a drag race. So that was a bad run for me. But then you get something that's like, the next run, you get something that's really good for gliding. You get the literal glide star. And then you get like the long jump event that's like glide for as long as possible. It's like, okay, well, I fucking nailed this one because I had the best star for going long distance gliding, and I had like +7 flying. So it's just like, you know, how could I lose this, right? It was like, now that I'm thinking about it, this might have been like the first thing that was like roguelike for me. A cave is still a secret tunnel, secret tunnel, secret tunnel, through the mountains, secret tunnel. Polygon Squad, Icy Fire Mage hug, sounds like I missed a gem. Yulind hug. The Vampire Machine is my beloved. Vroom wave. So only the past few years I've been giving roguelikes the time and attention they deserve. I still don't give that much attention to too many of them. If they're a very good co-op experience, I thoroughly enjoy them. The first one I really invested a lot of time into was Risk of Rain 2. And I love Risk of Rain 2. In fact, the Alloyed Collective came out like the last few days. And I haven't bought it yet, but I'm definitely going to. I don't know when I'll play it, though. Cairo has been showing interest in Risk of Rain 2, so... He was like, do I buy it? And I was like, yes. Yeah, no, Kirby Air Riders It was an absolute gem on the GameCube. It's one of those games that, like, I've never met anybody that played it that dislikes it. Risk of Rain 2 is still one of my favorites. Still need to get the new DLC. I played Megamonk and Ball Pit like a fiend. Hell yeah. This is the third DLC. The first one, I forget what the first one was called. Was it Seekers of the Void? I know it has Void in the name. That one was really, really good. That one was just a, like, absolute improvement. This was great. The next one, we don't talk about the second DLC, it never happened. The next one was trash. It literally broke the game and made it unplayable. They have since fixed it. They have fixed all the work. So they fixed the items, they fixed the characters, they fixed the final boss, they fixed all the scaling things. All the things being tied to frame rate have been resolved and fixed. Hi, Ronmu. But yes, the second one was not good for the health of the game. I need a drink. Risk of Rain 2, easily the one I've played the most. I have Gunfire Reborn. I have not played a single minute of it yet. I kind of just saw it on sale and bought it. Do I even have anything else for roguelikes or rogue games? I gotta be careful not to say roguelike, because then people go, roguelite or like? I do not want to have that conversation again. You could kind of say Lethal Company and Repo and Peak are rogue games. Very, very loosely. They have the, like, each run is different random element, but yeah, I don't think you could call those rogue games. Oh. Rabbit and Steel. Rabbit and Steel is a roguelike that I really, really love. Neverwinter is a good roguelike. Never played it. Hyperlight Breaker, but I think when I played it, it was not super great, and I've been told it's gotten better now, but I really haven't played that many rogue games. I guess Risk of Rain Returns. Play Isaac. I have only heard good things about that. Seldon in particular has put like 5,000 hours into the game. I think Den and Casey also really like it. There's someone else that really likes it. Oh, Keo. I think Keo has played it a lot. It's just a 10 of 10. Keo plays a lot. It has co-op now too. I haven't played in a hot min. The thing about that game is, like, rogue games are very much alike. The system is, you know, you start a run. It's got random effects. Every run is different. How does it go, right? I want the gameplay of the rogue game to be something I enjoy as well. And top-down is just something I'm a lot less interested in than 3D. It's kind of the same thing with factory games. I love factory games. And people go, oh, the top two, Satisfactory and Factorio. I have put thousands of hours into Satisfactory because it's pretty and I like it and it hits all the checkboxes. Factorio, though, is like, oh, it's 2D. I don't care. This is, like, far less interesting to me. You want to try out Neverwinter? Probably not. It's one of those games, Kyra, where it's like, not that 2D games are bad, not that I don't like 2D, because obviously there's a few I like. Core Keeper, Terraria. It's just like, for a game I'm not into, I'm not going to look to go get into a 2D game. Is Neverwinter the MMO one? I imagine Leon is talking about something else. I also only think of the MMO. But I don't think it's that. Cry? What are you crying about? Oh, it is? Wait. I thought you said it was a rogue game. So the roguelike elements to it then? Yeah, I'm looking at MMO and rogue games as like very exclusive of each other. Neverwinter the online MMO, not Knights? We're not talking about Knights. You said it's a roguelite, but also an MMO, and we're curious, like, how does that work? Yes, that's what I'm referring to, the MMO one. I'm the opposite. Like, Star Citizen is similar to SS14, but with better graphics, but I much prefer the pixel graphics. I can't pinpoint why. Well, so here's the other thing, Octal. When you have simpler graphics, you can typically do much more advanced systems. When you look at the actual numbers, the systems, the logistics of Factorio, they're like a few steps above Satisfactory. Satisfactory is like, it's got some pretty advanced number crunching. It's got some like crazy involved like stuff you can do with it. But Factorio, you can just do more. You can just do way more with it. But you were limited by the graphics and the appearance and literal dimensions of it. I don't really know what a roguelike is, so... Okay, Leon. Permadeath runs with RNG randomness between each run. Like CDDA versus Envoy. CDDA is 10,000 times more complicated and feature complete. Like Apocalypse Prime said, and hi Apocalypse Prime. Like Apocalypse Prime said, Leon, a rogue game is a game that has a set run that you are not designed to win every time. There are random events. There's like a different progression of things. You could have a good run, you could have a bad run. So like in Risk of Rain 2, you could select a character, the Artificer. And what she really wants is upfront damage. She wants crowbars, she wants Runald's and Chiaro's bands, she wants pocket watches, she really wants cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction is really good for her. But if you go into a run with her, and you get like a stake, let's say you're getting 5 items before the boss, right? A bad run on Artificer would be, you get a stake, which increases your max health by 25. You get a repulsor plate, which reduces the damage you take by 1. You get, what's something that would be trash on her? Thank you for the follow, Shiku. Hi. You get, why am I mind blanking? I'm just trying to think of items. You get 3 slugs. Slugs are, you heal fast out of combat. If you get a stake or a repulsor plate and 3 slugs on Artificer and go fight the boss at 5 minutes, this is like gonna suck. You have absolutely nothing that helps you fight the boss. 3 of your items don't even work in combat. And like, let's say you get a Stone Titan boss. This is a boss that like really helps have dashes against to like dash out of his laser, which the Artificer has none. And so it's like, oh dude, this boss is just kind of difficult for Artificer. With no extra damage, that's a run that you might just reset. Whereas a good run would be like, let's say you get crit glasses that give you 10% crit. You get a crowbar that makes it so that you do like 20% more damage to enemies above 90% health. You get a pocket watch that makes it so that you do 20% more damage, but it breaks if you go under 50% health. You get a teddy bear, which has a chance to just negate the damage you take. And then you get an alien head, which is a red item that's super rare that reduces all of your cooldowns by 33%, which is like the best item on Artificer. If you get that, and then you go and start the boss, and it's Beetle Queens, who is just super easy. Like, she's just the easiest boss. This is like, oh shit, this is a golden stage 1. It doesn't get better than this. This is like an amazing start, right? A rogue game it has that random elements where you are going to have a different run each time, and it is like very, very different each time. Like Minecraft hard mode? I would not say like Minecraft hard mode. A rogue game typically has a small duration. It could be a 30-minute run. It could be a 10-hour run. 10-hour would be like fucking long. An MMO, I would never call it a roguelike or a rogue game. Because even if it was hardcore and you died at 30 minutes, you could get the exact same setup each time. There's not really random events happening in an MMO. Or if they are, they're very scripted and you know when they're going to happen and what's going to happen with them. If you level to 30 on a rogue, on an undead rogue, you die, you make another rogue, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to do all the same quests. You're going to go to the same zones. You're, for the most part, going to get the same gear. Also 1,000 times worse graphics, because they can just describe stuff that happens to you and don't even have to animate it. Kinda. That's a lot longer than most roguelikes. Boot up Isaac for the first time in years. 13 lose streaks seems about right. Nodders. Personal shield generator is mid, but not amazing. It's helpful, but like there's so many things I'd rather have. Love when Yulind explains he does it in such a cute way. I'm a personal shield too. I'm gonna gold your stage 1. What? That's the one thing that could be said in Rogue of MMOs, dungeon gear drops. Yeah, gear drops could be like that. There's also like some MMOs do have random events, right? So like Final Fantasy XIV, they have fates in every zone, which is a random event that could happen. Granted, it's not gonna fucking affect your game that much. Guild Wars 2, they have a lot more dynamic events, and even that I would not say this is a rogue game. Minecraft hard mode is also a 30-minute to an hour run. I know. I've seen hard modes go like years. I'll see you later, Yulind. You wanna check on Destiny? Bye, have a good one. And hop on VR's chat again to play. Leon, you having a 30-minute to an hour run of Minecraft hard mode sounds like a personal rule set that you are playing with that is causing you to like not have it last longer than an hour. Will the custom starting chest and checklist book? Darn chicken. But not as impactful as what happens in rogue games? Yes. A rogue game is like you start at 5 minutes, this event happens. And it's going to have like I've had a 5-minute run hard mode. The duration is not the most. Being able to fail a run that fast is not what makes it a rogue game. What makes it not a rogue game, Leon, is that you could go years on a Minecraft hard mode. Whereas you physically cannot in a rogue game. You will never have a run that could just go years. Typically, you don't even have a save in a rogue game, although some do, because they just last that long. But like, there's a save function for one. In Risk of Rain 2, there is no save. You start a run. That run ends when you die or you close the game. There is no saving and coming back to it. It is done when you stop playing it. Am I saving a rogue game? As I go somewhere safe in AFK. See, that makes it feel like it's not a rogue game. The other rogue game I played a lot, Rabbit and Steel. You go into it and you fight a boss. That boss, if you do not kill it in 3 minutes, will kill you. After that boss, you get an item. You open a chest, and you get to choose one of 3 items. That item might be good for you, it might be bad for you, you get one. You then fight another boss, you get an item. Same thing, might be good, might be bad. You fight another boss, and then you go to an area. In that area, you are going to, at the start of this area, you're going to talk to a shop. The shop is going to let you buy a gem that alters one of your abilities. They're going to have 4 options, and there's like 30 options total, or maybe like 20 options total to choose from. But like of the 20 total, of the pool of 20, you can see 4. You buy one of those or you save your money. You then fight 5 bosses. You will get to talk to the shop one more time. And you will get an item. 3 things, you choose 1. You do that 3 more times. We're like 5 bosses and you get to shop twice in that. And you get an item. By the end of the run, you'll have gone to a shop, I think, 4 or 5 times total. And you'll have 6 items. And then you get to the boss. At any point, the final boss. Any of these bosses that you fight along the way, some are easy. Some of them are considered like zone bosses and like zone mid bosses. But each one is a boss, and every single one of them, if you don't kill them in the allotted time, you die. There's very much a time factor. There is no go slow, play it safe. You could AFK at the shop, which is a safe zone, but that's like a between stages thing. There is very much, there is a start, there is a fucking end, and there is no like, I'm gonna make this run last years. Traditional roguelikes can go for years. They're like old ASCII tile-based RPGs. I don't play rogue games. I personally like picking back up where I left off. For resets, I'm like, okay, sure, let's build a new skill item weapon tree different than the one I last did. Or, you know, what, duck this game, I'm gonna go play something else. Spell duck and autocorrect, change it to fuck. That's more rare, I feel like. When I play rogue, it doesn't last long. I get that, progression-based gameplay. Roguelikes are appealing for the sense that you can just dip at any time and pick up a new run. Yes. Arrow.io on iOS is a roguelike then. I have a Dungeons and Dreadmore run that took like weeks to complete. You know, I'm getting a bunch of DMs from someone I know, or new James video, and he's making fun of me sleeping. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, sometimes I get busy, but it's nice to be able to spend 5 minutes and finish a run. Miss Robert and not like sucked in. That's wild as fuck, lol. A typical Rabbit and Steel run is like 1.5 hours. A typical Risk of Rain 2 run kind of depends on what character you're playing. To finish a run, a fast one will be like 1 hour. A long run will be like 4 to 5 hours. But that's like, if you take 4 to 5 hours, it's like you're indulging yourself. You're making it take a long time. That's wild as fuck, LOL. Anytime Jameski sees Cairo, well, not anytime, but a lot of the times I see him, they're sleeping. And so they're always like, it's this guy fucking sleeping again. A very, very simple rogue game you could say is Solitaire. Because Solitaire has a very defined end. It doesn't, like, keep going years and years. And it is randomly generated, right? You get your face-up cards. And those are all kind of random from the pool. And then all your face-down cards are also random. And so it's like, every time you play Solitaire, it's not going to be the same as a game you've done before. Statistically, it's not going to happen. Technically, it could, but... So Risk of Rain has no end once you start a run? No, it does. The thing about a rogue game is that it very much has an end. Figured out, oh, that is funny. The reason an MMO, I would never consider an MMO a rogue game, is because when does an MMO end? Typically, they're live service games. Even if you did absolutely everything in an MMO, you became the highest rated PvP player. You were in the top rated PvE guild, right? You'd done all the raids, all the dungeons, had some of the highest like Mythic Plus runs, had the absolute best gear, got every achievement. In 3 months, there's going to be a patch and new stuff to do. There is typically no end to an MMO. And like, that's the things I described. That's something that like no mortal man could do on a like a single person. Like, one person is going to be the top PvP player. That's probably not the same person who is also part of the highest Mythic Plus dungeon run, right? It's just, there's always something more to do in an MMO, which I think disqualifies it from being a rogue game. Also, I said we weren't going to do this, but now I'm fucking doing it. There's rogue games, there is roguelikes, and there's roguelites. L-I-K-E and L-I-T-E. A roguelike is a full reset between runs. So let's say you're playing a game that is like John Gun Guy. You get a gun, and in the run you just get more and more guns, right? You start with a pistol, then you get a shotgun, then you get a rocket launcher, then you get a minigun, and then you die. In a roguelike, you start exactly as you did that first run. You start with a pistol. In a roguelite, L-I-T-E, it would be like, you can keep one of your guns. And you're like, well, I'm gonna keep the bazooka. So you start the next run with a bazooka. Hi, Lexi. Oh my god, it's tiny. This is the Chibi Redeem. What are we at, by the way? 2.8 miles? Yeah, rogue games are fun. They're very, like, I don't want to say turn your brain off, but they can be mindless. Diet rogue. They can be mindless, and they can be very, like, pick up and play. They're typically a short run. I enjoy them a lot more when they're with friends, when they're co-op in some form. Risk of Rain 2 is, like, I can literally just always play that. Other rogue games, I'm like, I don't care about this as much. And apparently, controversial. Okay. Controversial. They're controversial around here because we were talking about Uma Musume. And Uma Musume is a game where you start a run. You pick 6 support cards, and you pick 2 parents for your horse that affect your stat growth. And then you go into a run. And in the run, you have different events, right? The first time you play, on day 3, your horse gets sick and you have to take him to the doctor. The second run you play, you get a special event where Kitsune Black is like, hey, let's train together. And you get plus 10 speed, right? That second run is way better. You get a beneficial thing, whereas the first run, you had to waste a day going to the doctor. In that regard, with there is a start and end, there is a randomly generated events. I look at this as a roguelite game. Light, because there's things that you can carry over. Those support cards and your previous runs as parents. You can carry those over into future runs. We have some people in the community who on this particular day a couple months ago were like, yeah, it's not really a roguelite. It's a race simulator. And it's like, yes, it's a race simulator, but it's also a roguelite. It has elements of both parts. And they're not really exclusive of each other. Well, they're like, no, it's not really a roguelike or a roguelite. People just throw around roguelite too easily. It's like, ah! The Uma roguelite situation. So long as we don't get mean about it. The person who started it is not here. The other person who backed him up, I think has popped. Well, they have popped in today. People are getting rogue clone and roguelite confused. It was... It was so much worse. Because the person who started it was like... Have you played it? No, I've never played it. I just know it's a race simulator. No! They did have a fair point. That people throw the term rogue, roguelike, and roguelite around too much. I just see Uma Musume as a very solid rogue game. Speaking of Uma Musume, I was doing the Game Awards. Well, Oku was doing the Game Awards while I was in a call with them, right? And they're sharing their screen. They get to Best Mobile Game, and Oku goes like, Best Mobile Game? Who even Uma Musume! And just instant vote. Just immediate clicks it, next category. I think he forgot Uma could be played on your phone. Well, I need a drink. To answer your stuff from earlier, Micaiah. Why wouldn't I just play more games on this channel? Or, like, make an alt account? Because I want the alt account to be on Blue Twitch. Because I want it to be over there, and that sounds really fucking fun to me. Where it's like, you know, we just do stuff naked and maybe end it with less than game activities. I picked up what you meant earlier. It's one of those topics where, like, I'm not super like, okay, we have guests, we just got rated by somebody, be on our best behavior and maybe not talk about that sort of thing. And so it was at the time I was like, I don't really want to mention Blue Twitch right now. Ayo, I don't have to wear clothes on those streams. I'm in. Hobbit. Well, I mean, yes, if you stream there, you won't be there on my streams. Because one, I've been verified for over a year. Well, I'm not gonna be walking there. I'm gonna be like playing with also I'm joking. Gotcha. You're verified there? Oh. I have no interest in hearing you with toys and LOL. It's what I'm thinking about is like, let's say I play Mega Man Battle Network 2. It would be like 3 hours of gameplay with no toys. Maybe a Pie Shock. And then like, okay, we've had our fun. Let's get down to business. 20 minutes with toys, stuff like that. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now. Does it make content there? Then certain someone decided to leak it all. So I'm waiting for their year-long sub to expire. I want to buy Yulind a comic series. He's gonna play Peak with OGB mods. No. Oh my god, no. Peak, go Burr, let's go. What? I did chat with Lethal Company Ultra Kill, fun times. Or I did that with Lethal. We have... I have 2 fucking crazy stories from yesterday. So the first one is, introduce my favorite online personality to my favorite comic book character. The first crazy story. 2 Texas guys were arrested for, a genuinely fucking crazy plan. They found an island near Haiti. So Haitian island. And it had a very small population. Their plan was bring a small armory of weapons, kill all the men on the island, make all the women and children slaves, and then live as kings on this island. Fucking what? Thankfully, they have been detained and arrested long before they could ever get near doing this. Only slightly insane, we love it. Crazy story, 2 Texas guys. Yeah. Dude, the lack of, like, empathy. The lack of, like, oh, these are human beings is just astounding. It's like, what is wrong with you? How could you be that okay with just inflicting that much suffering on a group of people? Holy. Yeah, they were stopped. Hopefully they spend many years in prison. The other crazy story, monsters are monsters. The other crazy story is that a former House of Representatives aide, her name was Natalie Green. Some hide it really well, others not so much. Her friend calls 911 and is like, our friend has been missing for a few days, but we just found her in a car. I sent it to you for after stream. What did you send me? Oh, the James Key video? Okay. This House of Representatives aide, Natalie Green. Her friends call 911. They're like, hey, our friend has been missing for a few days, and we just found her. She was in, like, a car. She was, like, her hands and ankles were zip tied. She had a bunch of cuts. They carved, like, Trump whore into her chest. It's only a matter of time till you show up, Yuli. This is horrible. She was targeted because she was MAGA. They knew she worked for a prominent Republican, and it's fucked up. What video do we get next? What video is this? Central Shroud? Okay. It turns out all of it was fake. The entire thing was fake. And obviously, when she was kidnapped and found, oh, I hear some 14. Yeah, you do. They launched an investigation into, you know, a bunch of this stuff, right? And so it turns out, oh, look at that jumping Jigga. You know, she had like a bunch of knife cuts on her and Trump whore carved into her. Yeah, there was like a knife tattoo artist near them that was like, I specialize in carving stuff into you. So if you want a scar that says like BFFs forever on your back, I can do that. I can safely scar you. And they were like, yeah, we want this girl to say Trump whore. And he's like, oh, jeez. Republicans are weird, but sure, you know, I'll take the commission. And then when the police were like, hey, so we found this woman with Trump whore scarred in her. And he's like, yeah, I did that. That was a project I did. They also, you know, they took her phone and they searched through it, right? I think it was actually her friend's phone. They had literally like Googled zip ties near me to like find where to buy zip ties. Like, the whole thing was fake. The whole thing was just them trying to get attention. Zip ties near me. Absolutely fucking deranged. I love the music in this zone. Slap. It's insane to me that these people are trying to create stories to increase the temperature just to say, see, the left is insanely violent, Republicans aren't. Right? You know what a hot take is, Yulind? Yes, I know what a hot take is. What do you mean? It's... I don't get it, Heal for Cash. The whole thing is just like recently, so I wasn't gonna talk about it too much, but now I'm gonna fucking talk about it. They want to look like victims so badly. Recently, Democrats put out a big PSA that's like, hey, it is not illegal to not follow orders that are illegal. If your boss says kill somebody, you don't have to follow that. In fact, it's illegal to do that. And just because your boss says to do it doesn't mean it's okay. So if you're part of ICE, the National Guard, and they are abusing, you know, if they're abusing you to try and do illegal things, you should say no. And Trump and the right is just sitting there going, oh my God, this is treason. This is sedition. Look at the violence they're inciting. They should be put down. They should be hung. And it's like, that's the law. The law is that don't follow orders that push you to do illegal things. You should be sitting there going, I mean, yeah, that's the law. We're not making people do illegal things. But sure, you can state the law like that. That was the proper response. Saying, oh my God, they're so violent. They're treason. They're traitors. They should be hung is like... They don't get it. They just don't get it. I mean, my hot take is that ends minuets to be kind of a smash, not a pass, in my opinion. What? You're beholden to the Constitution, not the president. The fact that Trump called for them to be killed is actually batshit. I don't get it. You uphold the law, you are not the law, so you're not above it. Slightly different, but yeah. What don't you get, Juice? Hi, fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hoi, fish. We're at 3.5? We're gonna need another video. I don't get a lot. You know what I didn't get yesterday, Juice? I didn't get what you were doing at the mayor's house in Stardew. You said why and I didn't catch it. And then you were just hanging around his house for like 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I was like, what is he doing? But I was also like raiding in WoW, so I wasn't able to like pay close attention. I wanted my money. Money from what? Killing slimes? Oh, don't you get it right on the spot? It's down there somewhere. I thought you like kill the slimes and it's like, you just get it. No? Oh. Oh, I guess you do have to go talk to him. Space Jam song? But every time they say Space Jam, I replace jam with fish. Come on and fish, and welcome to the fish. I don't get it. Come on and slam, and welcome to the fish. Hi, Nixwar. Why are you so tiny? Nixwar, you know how it works. I don't get it either. There's redeems. There's channel point redeems, Nixwar. For 25,000, you decide my outfit. And today, Leon said chibi. Yeah, cute chibi. The options, Nixwar, are chibi, Moogle, Bunny, Yukata, Halloween. It's because he's a he-whore for points. What the fuck? The slime ring requires 1,000 slime death. What? No. That is a different thing, Leon. They had a quest that was like kill 20 slimes. It's just when they say Space Jam, not just jam in itself. BRB customers driving me to the brink of my sanity. TV Hobbit. This makes so much sense. Oh, thank you, Hobbit. I said TV Hobbit. I was like, huh? What the fuck, Nixwar? That's not me being a whore for points. That's me giving you some control of the stream and letting people spend points on something. Which people are always like, you need more stuff for us to spend points on. We Lasiusha's gotta stick together. Oh my god. Whore for points. Okay, that one. The Prismatic Slime community task. Need to get back to work. I hope it goes fast, Big Deck. True and real, bestie. I have another crazy story. So we had those two. The Texas men arrested for invading an island, or trying to invade an island. The former house aide doing the whole crazy, like, literally carving Trump whore into herself. I forget which agency it was, but I want to say like the Department of Justice or something, or the National Guard, will no longer be recognizing swastikas and hangman nooses as hate signs, as hate symbols. Which is like, the Coast Guard? Okay. Which is like, I'm sorry, fucking what? Hi, Dino Zoomies. I don't understand what is more of a hate sign than those two things. That idiot isn't even officially appointed. But that was the statement this morning that I saw, which I guess would have been last night, but how in the fuck does that make any sense? If those aren't hate symbols, then like what the fuck is a hate symbol? What is worse than those two things? I don't understand it. But there seems to be a desire for them to vice signal? What do you mean by vice signal? I need to go. Thanks for streaming. Good luck with the walks. Have a good nap afterwards. Bye, stockings. Stay cozy, chat. Thank you for hanging out. One day Yulind's gonna pull me to the side and say, we're gonna have a talk later. It's just 2 hours of Yulind talking to me about WoW lore. Me at the same time getting this history lesson. Now, Leon, why would I pull you to the side to talk about WoW lore? That's something that's like in front of everybody. When somebody says, I'm gonna pull you to the side, that's typically a conversation of, this is not appropriate with an audience. Like the opposite of virtual signal. Like they want to loudly proclaim that they are badly people. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. We only have 3 incline. I am fucking feeling it. I don't know how, but I fucked up my sleep schedule again last night. I had almost fixed it. I was staying up later. And then it was just like 10 p.m. I was like, you know what? I'm good to go to bed. And I just went to sleep. And so I woke up at like 2:30 again. I'm ready for my nap. I'm ready to fucking sleep. But I think we have like 1 more mile. We're at 3.8. So a little more than 1. I mean, that's a joke. Gingerable design, and I dread it. Something bad. Best light. It's actually just you talking about history with me and DMs. Oh my god. I don't know what it is. Hi, Keo. But like, my head at this specific angle, it just cannot be detected by a headset. And I've got a base station literally like 5 feet away from me on the ceiling right there. It's so close. It literally could not be more in view of the base station. But it just, for whatever, at that very specific angle, it's just like, nope. Can't work. Hi, Keo. Imagine DMing this puffer. Puffer? Hi, back global, be careful. Hi, how is you? What are you getting Thanos snapped for? What day is it today? It's Friday? Holy shit, this week went fast. How the fuck is it Friday already? I feel like it was just Tuesday. We have VR chat with Core tonight. That'll be a lot of fun. Hi, Shion. We have... Other than that, there's no plans. Oh, yeah. It's Victory Round pregame day? What is Victory Round pregame day? What is the time for that? I'm at 2.6 miles. Where are you? I might have missed it. I am at 3.86. How are you doing, Yulind? I'm doing good. I'm a little tired right now. I've been up for a lot of hours. I've been up since 2:30, and it is 11:30 right now. I had to go to the store this morning, and it was fucking raining, and I was like, ugh. How'd I pick a fucking rainy day? Don't know when exactly, but Oscar and Ants were talking about playing games before starting Friday night festivities. I'm sure it's going to be Victory of Round. If that's like 6 or 7 Central, I can be there. If it's 8, well, I could probably be there for like a round or two. at 8, but then it's like, okay, Core's live, I'm out of here. Time to collect the pixel dust and sell it on eBay as gamer dust. Famous influencer. Not on the server, so I just keep an eye out for the VR lobby going up. Oh yeah, new hype train emote is cute. Probably a 9 your time if I had to wager, I guess. Then I will not be there. I need a drink. I need a drink. Oh, for context, Big Deck slapped me into dust. Sure. Why not be there? Because I already have plans for that time. Core, every Friday, streams VR Chat World Hop. And, I'll kill somebody before I miss that. I've become acutely aware of when I'm making tired noises when I'm streaming. But there's some appeal to it. I have conditioned myself to make more noises than I actually should. So like a lot of my and stuff like that, it's literally just me exhaling air. It's like I didn't need to make that noise and I just did. He's one thing every Friday. You will not move him from it. Yulind is obligated to be there. Time to get in his way. I think I had a world or two for World Hop. Start with how we join till gamer time. Raiden, The ones per week we get to see her. Yeah. Oh, you know we like it. Yulind will be Missouri-able if he missed world hopping. Okay, alright. Oh? Yulind, what's up, Cairo? It's like a custody thing? You stream tonight. I plan on watching Core. If that's the case. You only get to see Core once or twice a week. I could see Core more if I want to, okay? If I really needed to, I can see her more. I'm gonna play Kerbo and probably raid into Core. Oh, hey, Yulind, I have another joke for you. Uh-oh. Alright, hit me with it. Another joke. This joke stinks. I'll fucking say it. That's not even a dad joke. We watched the rabbit cuck the Kirby. Hi, Roger V. We watched game trailers yesterday. Little baby man, what the heck? It's a bad one. No, after how bad the joke it is. She has better shinies. Global. Okay. I'm not even going to respond to that. We watched game trailers yesterday. We saw, I think, 57 game trailers. Most of them were not super interesting. A lot of them were returning games. It was like, okay, we've seen this before. I think we've seen Gigasword trailers like 7 times before yesterday. Points, little baby man, little baby man. Yeah. The games that I saw that were interesting yesterday. Okay. There was 2 games that are like, not even trailers, just more like announcements. There was the Tales of Berseria remaster and the Alloyed Collective DLC for Risk of Rain 2. Tales of Berseria DLC, it's gonna be $40. It doesn't look like it provides anything special. It is literally just better graphics and gameplay optimization. Which is like, what? No additional content? No new character, no like additional dungeon at the end, no like late game stuff like that. That's it. That kind of stinks. For the longest time, I've been deciding what the third Tales game will be for Cairo and I. And while I think Berseria would be good, I'm kind of just thinking Symphonia. I think he needs an old Tales game, a chunky, clunky Tales game. And I think Symphonia will be good for that. Any game out of the lot we watched yesterday that you're really looking forward to? Honestly, only the Alloyed Collective. The Alloyed Collective is the DLC for Risk of Rain 2. I'm actually very excited to play that. 2 new characters, 6 new stages, kind of plus 1 hidden stage, 2 new bosses, a new ending, 15 new items, I think it was. Alloyed Collective looks really good. Given the all no 3D movement, forward and back, and that's all you get Tales experience? Exactly. Yulind, we play but in VR, yeah? For what? Risk of Rain 2? Fuck no. How many miles per hour do you think your chibi version could walk? I think maybe 1 mile every hour. Because of those cute little legs. Yeah, what the fuck? Why would we play in VR? Playing in VR is like, oh, VR is a gimmick, but we can do it. It's a thing. The game's like designed for like just the standard experience. VR is neat. Yeah, it's neat, and it's harder, so you're going to die and not get as far. The game is not designed for VR. We're not playing it in fucking VR, Cairo. We are not playing it in VR. If you play it in VR when I'm with you, I'm not playing with you. That'll actually upset me. Where the fuck are we? I don't remember this at all. Party Pooperland? It's not Party Pooper, it's like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we played this game with one arm tied behind her back? I don't want that to be your first experience. What the fuck? Why not? Yulind has that chat extension. What chat extension? No pooping at parties. Alloyed Collective, Tales of Berseria. I'm a little interested in those. Oh, fuck. A BDO video? Okay, perfect. This is only 24 minutes. The one that changes certain words to phrases, so you know it's in your screen chat? No. So that is 7TV, which yes, I do have. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were saying, like, for the and it. I don't have it for those. But yeah, that's 7TV, Leon. Hi, Scriggles. Chibi, Yulind, Pog. It's been hard today, Scriggles. My little legs don't take me as far, so I've had to go twice as far just to get our 5 miles. It's not fair. You're doing great, Awa. Thank you. I'm gonna turn the volume down for this just a little bit. That was up. There. Twitch is rough without 7TV. It's crazy to me, and I understand why some people don't have it, because I don't remember if it has phone support or not, but watching Twitch without 7TV is like, oh, that sucks. Nice tunes. There were 2 games that did kind of catch my interest yesterday from the trailers. Started using it today and I'm already annoyed by it, lol. You just started using it today? The good thing about it, Hobbit, is that you get 700 free emote slots. And so, like, it's just really nice for that. Some people are, like, you know, degenerates with it. Like, you know, Cairo, he really wants me to add Jorkin. He has Jorkin in his channel. Some people are like, teehee, let's annoy the viewers. So they'll make it so that, like, yes changes the emote, the changes to an emote that looks like you said the, but it's like T-E-H, or it will be T-I. So you look at it and you're like, oh, I spelled it wrong. Usually run everything vanilla, so it's why I adapt to everything fairly quickly. It really does make it nice. It's made it way more interactive for me. I think 7TV also just auto-collects points, so that's, like, really nice. Hi, Fitness Femboy. Thank you for the follow. Wow, we're just fucking made to be friends, aren't we? But I also don't have chat on my screens. You think I should add Yulind? Maybe? What the fuck, Cairo? Shh, don't release my secrets. If you use Twitch, yes. Cairo, are these allegations true? Oh, look, my boss came in. What stream am I catching now? You're a degenerate streamer, Cairo, that has Jorkin as an emote on 7TV. Huh. I just added it today because I was watching Mizuki. I didn't know half of what the chat was saying because they all spoke in 7TV emojis. That's so funny. The points is the main reason I use it. Same. The points is like, I want my points auto-collecting, Lamau. Match made. This does seem like fun to do. I do 5 miles on a treadmill every day, Fitness Femboy. And every $3 I get increases the incline 1%. So if I get a sub, 1 incline. If I get $9 on PayPal, 3 incline. It maxes out at 12. And, my god. Fucking 12... Any incline compared to no incline is night and day. I use Fez with audio compression on the videos. Yeah, 7TV and BTTV collect points for you. This is why I have 40k points in Yulind's chat. This does seem like fun to do, bro. I have an emote. You actually jerk off. We are not the same. I have never jerked off on Twitch. What are you fucking talking about? At least you don't have spilled glue. Wait, do you, Cairo, Yuli? Well, fucking help them. I mean, what? Yeah. Lots of 12 incline lately. I don't know if it's lately. It's kind of been a consistent, you know, maybe 2-3 times a week. Yulind, are you a thirsty little flower? No. Don't listen to his lies, chat. What are you saying, Cairo? It'll be like 3 days in a row, then it drops off? Yeah, cute. Generally, no. I'm still pretty new. There's been times where it's like 6 days in a row. I'm like, what is happening? Why? Where's the throw button to make Yulind have to walk and dodge like a minigame? I would like to do fun stuff like that, Scriggles, but the thing is, I don't want to make it too... Like, I can't do too much. I can't be too active on the treadmill, because I've got a $1,400, however much the big screen was, headset. I cannot fall with this thing. If I'm like, whoa, 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 oh, shit, and I fall and, like, you know, face plant into the arm bar with it and crack it, I think I'd cry. I bet Yulind gets blushy. But it sometimes do feel like a constant. Dude, when I get like 2 days in a row and then we start that third day, I'm like, okay. There's no way they do 3 days in a row. Surely I'll have a break today. And then I get it again, I'm like, what? Why? Why? It's been a minute since I played BDO. Is this still decently fun when I quit? They're supposedly adding dungeons and raids. I didn't have much fun with it. I was very overwhelmed by it. And when I get overwhelmed by a game, I check the fuck out. And so, when you look at the progression of your character heal for cash. Beep boop chat, this guy stinks. Hi, Sammy. Tier 3. That puts us at 8. Oh my goodness. Eight incline. Okay. Feel the burn. So, heals for cash. When you have an MMO, you have two conflicting problems. You want your players to feel cool right away. You want them to be level 1 and be like, dude, this combat is cool. I feel strong. I feel like a badass. I'm having fun because my character is cool. At the same time, you want them to have a sense of progression. You want every level up to be meaningful. You want it to be, oh, I leveled up, I got stronger, I feel stronger. And games struggle to like hit that perfect balance. If you focus too much on feeling stronger every level up, you get the system of Final Fantasy XIV, where almost everybody agrees it is one of the worst early games. Final Fantasy XIV, when you're level 3, is like you have one button. Press your one button. If you're a Marauder, it's Axe Strike. At level 4, you get follow-up. You have a 2.5 second global cooldown. And so you're level 4 on a Marauder, and your buttons are Axe Strike. Second Axe Strike. Axe Strike. Hi, Smug. It feels fucking awful to be low level in Final Fantasy XIV. Lalafell's best fell. The opposite side of the problem is ignoring level up gains and instead focusing on just making you feel cool right from the start. PSO2 NGS and BDO do this. In BDO, they give you everything. You're level 1, you have 20 moves in your spellbook, and each one is a fucking novel about what they do. And this makes you feel really cool at the start, but there's no progression. There's no, like, you are learning. It's kind of just, they throw the fucking kitchen sink at you right at the start, and you don't get stronger as you level up. In fact, you probably get weaker as enemies have more scaling and your gear isn't going up. So, like, it is... BDO cosmetics were so nice. One button versus... What the fuck do I do with all these buttons? I very much didn't like the progression system of BDO. Where I looked at all of my abilities, they were extremely overwhelming. They expected you to be doing like 5-point combos at level 2. And I was like, this is insane that they expect this of me. I ended up just finding one button that I could spam and just literally just doing that over and over. That being said, the combat is good once you know it, but I think the best system, like Tamer was legit fun. I think the best system I've seen is, and I know this is gonna make me look like the WoW shill, I think WoW has the best system of, you're level 1, you have an easy ability. And it's not super slow like Final Fantasy XIV. If you're level 1 on a rogue, you have Sinister Strike. You get to level 3, you get Eviscerate. You get something to spend your combo points on. You get to level 5, you get Ambush. So lead with that. It's like every time you get a new ability, it's like it's clear to see how it fits into what you're doing, your priority system, your rotation. Classic WoW player mentality. There's Dungeons and BDO? I thought it was just a capitalist market simulator. No, I mean like later, when you're actually walking. More fun to see your reaction. What the heck? You know, wants us to watch, not touch. Oh, I want you to touch, just not when I'm walking. I absolutely want you to touch after the walk. The only Booba Mama bot have to be returned in exchange for Booba Top that don't have a faulty under Booba plushie Yulind. I have no idea what you just said. Well, Leona doesn't want to go outside. Beep boop, this guy stinks. Thank you, Sammy. Red Desert comes out soon and I'll stream it. You might be interested in that one more. I can't wait for Red Desert. Sold. Saw the recent trailer and the shit crazy. Stinks. Feel the burn, feel the burn. Yeah, he extra stinky. I'm hiding in his walls and can smell it from here. What the heck? Yo, Lolfell's best fell. Blush. Yeah, it keeps getting worse as they get rid of stuff. Yulind wins sniff emote. I don't know that I'm ever gonna do a sniff emote. Video cosmetics were so nice. Yeah, it was fun. Like, the was legit fun. Classic WoW player mentality. I could hit buttons in a macro, or I could go play DMC, which BDO gets pretty close to without stance dancing. Bet, Yulind? What am I betting on? I like PSO systems where the basics of gameplay are more or less available to you, but there's progression too. PSO 2, they throw the kitchen sink at you. You have all of your abilities on a weapon right away. However, not as you level up, but as you do cocoons and unlock skill points, you're able to put points into a talent tree. And for most classes, that does affect your rotation a little bit. But like, I'd say 20% is affected. For the most part, you just have everything right from the start, which is a little much for me. I don't like them to throw that much to you. I like it when it's like, here's your one ability. All right, you've essentially hit a target dummy with that. Here's how you use your second ability. And you slowly get things. I like the progression. I just don't like... I'd rather it be too slow than too much all at once. How do you set this up in VR chat? Is this like some kind of video world? I have the stream camera. You can see the camera here. You go to the mask tab on the camera, and you filter out the world. So this is what I actually see. My Steam camera is kind of floating a little bit behind me, and I'm just looking at a wall in... What is this world? Scarlet Monarch. It's one of the Space Jam worlds from like a year ago. But you go to the mask, you filter out world. This makes it so that all of the things that are in the world are transparent for OBS. And under this, I have a YouTube video. So check this shit out. Walking from Tooth Fairy Cabin to Grana. We're at 15 minutes of 24:20. And I have lined myself up so that I'm just walking through it like that. Wait, did we get rid of a step emote or am I blind? Sammy, we have removed it from Twitch. They made clarifications to their emotes, and there is a section that says sexual content. You are not allowed to have emotes that depict sexual content, no fluids, no arousal, and no fetishes. And so the Steppies emote kind of violates two of those. It definitely shows arousal. And I would definitely say foot fetish. I mean, it's a fetish. Not sexual, just abusive. If the face looked more like it was like, no, don't step on me, you might be able to get away with it. But like, it literally blushes when getting stepped on. It is absolutely showing sexual arousal. It's gone. Twitch updated its TOS and it had to be axed. Twitch's ass. Only on about a faulty boob top. Feel less gender dysphoria. Mom is identifying a she her. It's not his mask and chest. I don't know, I bet it's faulty. Too bad. Not sexual, just abusive. But that's okay. They did specifically say gasm emotes shouldn't be okay. However, we're going to allow them because the culture of Twitch is just, it's grown in part thanks to Craigasm. So a gasm emote that, you know, references Craigasm, those can stay. That also goes in with comments, not just emotes. Well, I mean, sort of. Rigged. The Twitch clarifications was very specifically the emote update. What are we at? 4.95? Meanwhile, Giraffe is just under Yulind's feet. Not today. That's also not an emote. The reality is, would I ever get caught for the Steppies emote? No. Probably not. But I'm a lawful good mentality person. You give me a rule and I'm like, okay. And I, for the most part, follow it. That is one that I'm like, I see this, I'm like, yeah. Lawful, good. Wow, 2 lies in 1 sentence. In what way am I not lawful good, Sammy? Yulind is a good boy. Sammy? Yulind? Yes, Hobbit. Look, guys. Jokes aside, I gotta buy the reverse bunny fit for Miltina finally? Hell yeah. My bank not being stupid. Chaotic good. I definitely do not think I'm chaotic good. Lawful good, yes. Jokes aside, I grew up in a Christian household. Less so Christian household, more so Christian school and, you know, going to church a lot. I grew up straight white dude, and all the benefits that come with that. And so, like, I very much am the type of person who would think things like, what's wrong with the police searching you? If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear, right? The laws will take care of you. The laws bring order, and, like, they are there to stop people from doing bad and, you know, to protect us. It was a very sheltered existence. It was a very, you know, I've grown and matured past that. But a lawful good is somebody who, like, you know, if a law is bad, you have to rise in the system and change the law. That's the right thing to do. And I'd say for most of my life, I thought like that. Chaotic, neutral, best. There are benefits. I like to think I'm chaotic good, or at least neutral good. I am very much lawful good. I try to catch myself thinking like that sometimes and be like, no, that's wrong. It's okay, guys. Straight Yulind isn't real. He can't hurt you. When I say straight Yulind Gana, I mean what people thought of me, right? When I was going to high school, nobody would have said I was gay. Absolutely no one. I'd say I started doing gay shit around 16, maybe 17 years of age. I'm off to lunch, I'll be back later. Okay. But, like, what I actually was is not the same as what people see me as. I was very much closeted. I very much hid that shit. Till a lot later. Hi, Freya. Ooh. 30 consecutive. Hell yeah. Oh my god, we're there. We are at Grana. Hi, Yulind, my love. Excuse you. Speaking of Freya. What do you mean, speaking of Freya? This town I thought was so pretty, and it just felt like a minor town. It felt like it didn't have a lot there at all. Yeah, even when you may think I'm not here, I am. I mean, clearly, you just hit 30 consecutive. Oh, hi. I was hanging out in somebody else's chat, and who walks in? Freya? Freya gets around. Freya's like, you know, Yeah, Kanashi. Phrasing? Don't they? What do you mean phrasing? You know a lot of people. And, you're in a lot of chats. You support and watch a lot of people. You're like the Twitch bicycle. Okay, now I'm just trying to do it. I love you, Freya. Reminds me of the town of the Rivendell in Lord of the Rings. I think it's directly inspired from Rivendell. Bitch. Oh, I can see it. Okay, it was Kana. Twitch bicycle. Freya, have you heard me talk about Oni and Eto? I visited them when I was going to Arkansas. And they're married and they're so cute together. They'd be like, wife who I love dearly above all others, who is the most important light of my life. I'm going to bed, and I wanted to know that you're very important to me, and I love you. Bitch. They would always say the most sweet and poetic things to each other. And then they would turn around, and they'd look over their shoulder, and they'd go, bitch, and then walk away. And it was so fucking funny. A new slur unlocked. That's not a slur. That's just an insult. Sounds like something I do, Keck. It was really funny. And they didn't do it one time, and I went, what the fuck? And they like came back and turned around and I was like, what? And I was like, you didn't do the bitch thing. They're like, the what thing? And I was like, you didn't call Edo a bitch. And he was like, do I do that? And I was like, yes, you do. He's like, yeah, I know I do that. Bitch. Listen, playful banter is key to any healthy relationship. I'd say those two have a pretty solid relationship. You know, there's relationships where you're like, oh man, these two fight a lot. But like, you know, I guess that's just how it is with these two. Eto and Oni? None of that. How is my tracking? It looks a little weird. I think my hips are coming a little forward. Oh my god, Yulind. You can't just call Eto that. I didn't. I have before, though. I have called her a bitch before. This is what I need. And then give you guys that. And then pin one. Well, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh, it's there. Where am I in my room? I'm here. Okay. I mean, if you're fighting, at least you're communicating. Well, so the couple I'm thinking of, they were together for like 2 years when I first met them, and they fought every night. They would like scream at each other. It seemed like every night. And at first I thought they were super toxic, horrible for each other. Why won't they just break up? But then I just like, they seemed really good together. And like when they weren't fighting, they were fine. And fights always ended okay. And it was basically like, you know, hey, we're yelling at each other and screaming a lot, but, you know, that's just our, like, hey, fucking listen to me mode. We're not joking. And they did resolve it every time. And it was like, man, you know, after a year of this, I was like, they fight a lot, but they know how to resolve it. The fighting is just, I don't want to say part of it, but inconsequential to the health of the relationship, clearly, because they're not breaking up. And so I was like, maybe some couples are just fighty couples. Maybe they just, you know, hash it out like that and they're fine. And then after a year later, they broke up and it turned out she'd been cheating on them the whole time. And it was like, oh, never mind. Oh. Us? Kyra, we've had like 1, maybe 2 fights in our life. There's a lot of banter between us. I don't know if you've seen me mad. Like, genuinely mad and, like, genuinely upset with you. Just because she plays games from the 70s doesn't mean she deserves it. Chibi Yulind with inclined poor legs. Wait, Kyra is cheating on Yulind? We're not in a relationship. If we were, I'd have cheated on him yesterday. Okay. I need to update my title. Wow. I knew you were doing something being on that late. It wasn't even late. I just got back on once my stuff charged. Oh. Oh, what was the distance? 5.3 miles. And now we rest. That is a little bit of a problem of always existing on blue. Wah! Thank you, Octal. When you're always on blue, and then you go orange for an hour, everybody's like, oh, okay, oh. We know what Yulind's doing, and it's just like, with your hand? You can't be lewd in the pancake. I wasn't lewd in the pancake. I was lewd in the reverse bunny outfit. 200. Late comparatively to when you're usually on during the week. I'm at 4.6 miles. It's going quick. Hell yeah. Oh, for me it was just the time. I didn't notice you were on orange. I'm taking my shoes off. And then we're gonna make the same joke we made 2 hours ago. My people need me. I must go. Floats into the sky. I would hope so. Would you hate me if I did? Would you hate me if I ERP'd in the pancake? I'd hate me. I'd hate me. I don't like this joke. You made that fucking Charlie Kirk joke at the beginning of stream. And now I can't stop singing this song on Twitter. We are all Charlie Kirk. We fight for the flame. We carry the gospel. I love it so much. The fucking funk version. Oh my god. Hobbit's gonna kill me. Hobbit's actually gonna strangle me. It was all over my Twitter last night, so I know it was multiple fuckers I know that liked the posts. Bloop. Okay, we're here. I would add it to the doc. It's all over my Twitter. I will say, watching your streams as I already start working out more rigorously. How we're doing cardio. My lifting for raid was a mistake. If I wake up in the middle of the night and the tune is stuck in my head, I'm jumping through your TMs to bite the 84 of you. Heals for cash. It was something that, like, I didn't exercise at all. Until the age of, like, 26, 27, I was just like, I'm not exercising. And I think I saw a Whitest Kids You Know sketch. It was called Hot Dog Timmy, where it literally looked like it was my body, but they had just like head swapped Timmy's head onto my body. It's a very unattractive angle. Like, you see a side profile and he's like round. He's literally, you love that. God damn it. We literally are like, oh my god, heal for cash. I love Whitest Kids You Know. He literally is like just as wide front to back as he is side to side in this episode, in this sketch. And it, like, I remember seeing that and being like, that looks like me. That's what I look like in the mirror. That's really, really bad. I don't want to be this out of shape. And so I got Wii U Fit. I miss Trevor. Yeah. I got Wii U Fit, and I exercise. I was gonna exercise 5 days a week before going to work. And you know, the first 2 weeks I did it every day. I mean, you were in shape, just bad shape. Okay. For the first 2 weeks, it was like really easy, and you know, not really easy, but I did every day. But then, you know, you take a weekend off and it's hard to come back Monday. And then next week you probably do 3 of 5 days. And then next week you do 2 days. And then next week you've quit altogether. And I kept doing that. And so I'm like 26 or 27. I do that with Wii U Fit. I move out of my parents' house and, you know, get an apartment. I get Ring Fit, and, you know, I'm doing that 5 days a week. And then within 2 months, I'm not doing it at all. I get into VR chat, and I was like, I'm going to do like 30 minutes of Dancing Worlds every day. I'm gonna fucking, you know, go to Just Dance, Pie Dance, and, you know, do like 5 songs a day. And you do that for 2 weeks, and then, you know, by the end of a month and a half, you're not doing it at all anymore. It was very hard to stick with it. I'd always wanted to stream, and then, you know, not having a job anymore was like, well, I've got time to now. I started streaming. I wanted to combine it with exercise and making it a social thing where it's like, if I miss stream, people are literally DMing me going, hey, where the fuck you is? It's like, oh, it's literally the accountability buddy system where it's like people hold me accountable, and it's like, I cannot skip without people fucking questioning me on it. And so now, 849 days in a row with only 5 gaps that were out of my control. That has immensely helped me stick with it. And like, you don't need to stream to do this. You're not getting out of this. You don't need to stream to do this. But just making it a social thing, making it something that people can like, hey, where are you? We're supposed to be working out, is the secret. Make it so that like, it's not just you, because it's really fucking hard on your own. I mean, you were in shape, around shape. Nah, Pie is usually bumping every night. If you want to get back into it. I never did it public. I always did it private. I would invite my friend. So that friend I was just talking about that would always fight with his girlfriend for 2 years. I'd always invite him, and I'd say like 3 times out of 30 he joined me. It is, I never went to Publix, though. I wanted to choose the songs, and I was also self-conscious. God damn it, Hops would be like, this dude cares too much about what people think of it. I know I do, okay? Fuck you. I care too much about what people saw me dancing like. People hold you accountable an hour plus in advance now, even. Offline chat, go crazy. You're not getting out of this. Okay. At least you recognize it. I know I do, I know. We've updated our title. We've updated our trackers. We have not updated who we're lurking in. One of the streams I was watching rated the other stream that I was watching. Holy shit, I just saw someone go live that I didn't know they still existed. I've started where I have an album I listen to the whole way through for cardio, then wait till I'm starting ramping. Do a bit for cardio, then a majority after, since I'm loose by then. Where are we going today? Where are we going today? What are these worlds in my suggestions? I know where we're going. We're going to Chasing Stars. Ugh. Look at how fucking small I am compared to this portal. It towers over me. Hello, Steven. I didn't really finish talking about game trailers. Oh, it's loud. Maybe it was a mistake coming here when I'm chibi. Because I'm like knee deep in water. Are you gonna let me go? There we go. I didn't know there was a fucking whale there. Oh. Also, I still feel like it's a little loud. Wait, were there options? There were. I kind of want to turn the train sound down. Well, I can turn it off. I can turn sky lanterns on, of course I want to turn that on. Okay. I am going to put the camera here. I'm going to fall off this bench and get one last drink. And then, here, I'm just gonna stand over here. Ugh. Nope, I made a mistake. Wait, actually, did I? Can I make this work? Ugh. Yeah, I can make this work. Ugh. What is this fucking collider? This collider is awful. Oh my god, it's pissing me off. This is just me moving my head up and down. Why is it such a fucking ramp? That's horrendous. Okay. That seems to have fixed it. Flying behavior, auto pitch. Also, hi, Lunny. Mini Yulind so small. Hi, Sarah's. I am. I'm very small in this avatar. This dude gonna drown. No. 2 whales on stream. Are you calling me a whale? Okay. I have a friend who is absolutely jacked who is holding me accountable. He is demanding I get the same weight, and all I can say is, brother, I don't think I can have my arms be that big. Oh boy, resting time? Yeah, it's nice to be off my foot. Off my foot? Off my feet. We did only do 5.2. Have you heard the noises you make? Are you talking about when I sleep? No. No, I haven't heard the noises I make when I sleep. In general, I don't think I make whale noises. Game trailers. There was Alloyed Collective and Tales of Berseria, which I'm somewhat interested in, but like sort of. Abroller. Oh, that's not a whale noise at all, Cairo. Huh? Cairo, this joke sucks. This joke stinks. There were 2 games that stuck out to me. I don't see myself getting them, but they did look really, really good. The first one was Form.io Program. The thing about this game is that You have to make an antibiotic that will be released as a pathogen in the air for everybody in a colony to counteract a constantly ever-evolving virus. And so, like, you wake up one day and it's like, okay, the virus is like this. You have to do, like, a little puzzle. Think of it like a grid puzzle, right? Like, you do it on a console. The next day, you have to restock the stuff you used. You have to, like, set up and, you know, kind of clean the lab for the next day. You go to bed. Next day, it's evolved and the virus is a little bit more complicated and you have to basically do a more difficult puzzle. Keep doing that for like 100 days so you get to a point where it's like the puzzle is insane. The puzzle is a massive spanning grid that's like a very difficult puzzle problem. Also, this bunker that you're in, full of people that you know, are just trying to live in the post-apocalypse. It's under attack by something. Don't know what it is, but it's falling apart. Your little lab is like on the brink of destruction at some point in the trailer, but you're still responsible for like solving the doing the little virus antibiotic thing every day, because if you don't, everybody fucking dies. So it's like you're essentially like the engineer at a nuclear plant who's like, if I don't do this job, it's, you know, everybody blows up, but like there's zombies happening around you. And so that concept looked really interesting to me. It does look a little scary for me. So I don't see myself playing it, but it did look really good. There was another game called Voxel. It looks good, but honestly, you've just got Minecraft mods or Vintage Story. The whole thing about it was that it's like a cube world like Minecraft, but you could chip away at blocks and get a lot more detail out of them than just, you know, these giant meter by meter blocks that you see. It looked good. It certainly looked pretty, but like both Vintage Story and modded Minecraft exist. So, you know, we didn't see a trailer for it yesterday. We will see a trailer for it this upcoming Thursday, but I saw that it was, you know, a trailer for it came out. A game I've been long excited for is Berserk Bits. It's an idle game. It's an idle game with Mega Man Battle Network aesthetics, and like, oh fuck, it just looks good. I don't think I've ever played an idle game seriously, but I actually want to like go really hard on this one. It looks so fun. That was it for game trailers. Other than that, I've talked about all of my notes except one thing. There's one thing that I haven't talked about. Hayao Miyazaki. It has been reported that he is back in the studio making another movie with Studio Ghibli. Dude's a workaholic. Dude cannot stop himself from doing this. Which, I mean, hey, yippee, Ghibli movies, or Ghibli movies, are fucking good. No surprise, lol. Yeah, and like the guy is so... What's the fucking word for it? Like a savant with fucking movies, that it's like... Someone of his skill and talent probably can't keep themselves away from it. It's probably like all he knows. My man is like, I'm retiring 1 year later. I lied, I'm making another one. Schneebly. If you love what you can do, can you even call it working? Yes, because there's a lot of stuff around it that probably isn't fun. So like artists, you know, if you love art, you should be an artist, right? Well, you still should, but you know, you have to learn marketing and business to some extent as an artist, and that shit sucks. I feel like every artist I know, they're like a beautiful soul. They're so creative. They love doing art, and they just struggle with the business side of things. Miyazaki looks genuinely miserable while working, but he seems restless as fuck. He seems restless as fuck, and he also, I think he's gone a few times saying, like, you know, everything has to be perfect, and watching people react to that thing that you worked really hard on is worth it, so it's like, Tickland? What the fuck? What do you mean Tickland? All I can think of is the one where he is smoking, and it just looks like he's done with everyone's shit. Yeah. I always think of his interaction with his son when his son made a movie. And he walked out of the movie theater and just went, ugh, he's not a man yet. And it's just like, Jesus, dude. Oh my god. Boo-boo, what the fuck? What are you saying, boo-boo, what the fuck, too? Man, I was good. I was like full energy. No, I wasn't full energy. Because I woke up at like 2, I was like, I've been up for a while. And so when we were hitting like 3 or 4 miles, I was like starting to feel a little tired. Once it got bumped up to 8 incline and we walked a mile on that, now I'm definitely like, oh, I'm actually pretty tired now. I ate a clown for brekkie. What do you mean you ate a clown for brekkie? How do you eat a clown for breakfast? You didn't, like, literally kill somebody and eat them. What do you mean? Okay, I'm back at the car. 5.7 miles and 12k steps. Get back up, Yulind. I kid. No. Let's go. You don't know the clown-shaped ice cream? No. No, not at all. What the heck is that? Is it just like a... like ice cream on a stick that you get like from an ice cream truck, or... That's what I think of. I can't imagine. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I imagine shaped ice cream like the ice cream on a stick that comes in a wrapper. So like the SpongeBob ice cream, or you know, cartoons like that. Is this something that like you got at a gas station, like you were on your way to the grocery store in the morning, and you're like, oh, I'll get one of these? Sended? What the fuck? That's way nicer than what I was expecting. Also, okay. It's a cup of ice cream. It's got chocolate, or it's vanilla and caramel. There is a doppel of ice cream at the top. So like a round ice cream on top of the cup. And it has a clown face drawn onto it. 2 little black dots for eyes, a red dot for the nose, and then a smile. It then has an ice cream cone on the head for like the clown hat. And I see this and I'm like, why do you have a cup and a cone? That doesn't work together. But it's specifically to make the clown. I didn't actually have that. That's just what you can get here in some ice parlors. And what I meant, I guess. Did you have like a discount version of this, or? I'll tell you what I had for breakfast. I have had 2 hard-boiled eggs. I have had my breakfast burrito. No, not at all. And then I was weak and I had some ramen, like top ramen. I was just fucking hungry. Who is this? Oh, that's Hobbit. Okay. I'm in streamer mode, so I just saw the T and I was like having trouble making out the profile picture. You know when someone feels funny, you ask them if they had a clown for breakfast? That's just an expression or metaphor here, or whatever. Still don't know what this meta is for. God damn it, Zooey. No. No one has ever said that to me in my life. I've never said that to anyone, Zuby. That's not a thing here. Knowing what a clown is over there and saying, like, you know, they feel funny. Did you have a clown for breakfast? That makes sense. But I've never heard that in my life before. Oh, I just had a long blink. I think it's time. I think it's time I send you somewhere, and I know just the place. Wait, can you see the outside of the train? I mean, kinda. This is very much a world for taking pretty pictures in. It's Mondays, Sag Cry. Yeah, I saw that he wasn't live. Night, Yulind. Thank you. Does someone want to do socials real quick? Ugh. Put that thing there. /raid. Thank you, Ganna. I always think this person has an underscore in their name. And they don't. I don't know why I expect an underscore there. They literally just don't have one. But we're going to Sumiko. She's doing Star Citizen. Oh, I have Star Citizen on the brain. Not that I'm going to play it, but Oku was showing me their ship yesterday. Bye-bye, Eplin. I'm falling asleep fast. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. Bye, Yuli. I'll see you tonight, Cairo. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5.3 miles. Tomorrow is 8:50. We will not be celebrating 8:50. Big sleepy, sleep well, Yulind. I will. Yeah, I think that's it. We will be hanging out with Core tonight. So if you want to see that, check Core out. It's Corvu, COR_VOUS. I love you. Bye.